Dragonbait, take it away. I've got our mics on.
Oh, cool. That was a quick. Maybe, I don't know, next time you count me in, Adam.
Thanks for the warning there, Adam.
Yeah, just like, oh, hey, I could have been saying words. I could have been saying inappropriate words.
You would never do that, Dragonbait.
I didn't even have any pants on.
Yeah.
I know, that's why I was trying to get us.
Adam.
I was trying to get us that explicit tag.
Oh, no. I feel like Silas does that enough for us.
Draw me like one of your cam girls.
Anyway, hello, everybody. Welcome to Roll for Weird. We are on part 2 of our spooky, scary story from last week. And I figured, why not keep it in another week so that these ones don't get comfortable? Who wants to recap what happened last time?
Bad things.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh no.
Sure.
Yeah. All your notes last time, Adam.
I do have one question. So we did know somebody did have us going to investigate the creepy hotel, right? Dragonbait, we remembered that, but we just all of us. Okay, I don't remember that guy's name. I think it was a guy.
No, you got a letter from the Horus clan. Pay attention, Adam.
Hey. If I've got to do the recaps, you got to bear with me. So we got a letter about investigating a creepy hotel, and then all of a sudden, we just all woke up in a creepy hotel. We were all in our own room. We ventured out into a different room, and it was some whack shit went down, and there were some creepy-ass people in there, so we just went ahead and closed that door real quick. Everybody checked their room. Everybody had personal belonging in their room that was tied to somebody, usually somebody that they lost at some point in their life. There is also something about origami flowers that are all different colors. Don't think we've cracked that cookie just yet. Halls in the hotel continue to loop around. I did break free from that bubble and found myself in the lobby all by myself. That wasn't cool, but I just hung out at the bar and waited till the others turned up. There's some weird thing where if you go in a room and come out, it turns it from shitty to nice, from nice to shitty. The hotel is called the Luxury, and there's these weird four-legged creatures in the hallways. We're in Nashville, if that matters. It may. And that's all the notes I've got.
That's actually pretty
That's
good.
not bad.
That's for Adam notes. That's
I'm very, very impressed. I'm very proud of you.
Our boy's growing up.
Oh, he wrote more than a few notes, and one of them wasn't Tarantula Joe.
I've got that on there, but I figured since I recapped that already, I didn't need to again.
What I will have that missed was Silas and Misty wandered into a garden-esque area and found Misty's mother, and then they heard a voice that said, you bitches aren't supposed to be here, basically, and they were poofed back to their rooms. When that happened, Laceth and Shadow had found our girl Samantha Crow also in the lobby, and yeah, you all got poofed back to your room because Peter, the random hotel man, was like, oh, somebody intruded somewhere, and he was like, okay, y'all bamfed back. Misty and Silas were bamfed back into the same room. Shadow and Samantha were bamfed into the same room, and they opened the door and found the creepy Corrales all in the hall.
Mm-hmm.
And then they barricaded the door.
Yeah, and then I busted a pipe out of the wall with my bare hands, like a hard ass.
With his bare hands, which we didn't know that he had bare hands.
The whole time. I'm a werebear. I'm a werebear and only DB
Werebear! All right.
Bloody hypocrite.
Who wants to start us out?
So is Laceth is in her room alone?
Yes.
Oh, that's another thing. Sorry if you just mentioned this. I was checking the audio. Laceth, whenever she poofs around, it's getting harder and harder. It's kind of like she's going through jello.
did not say that.
Well
Good
done.
job. Also, did not say she was going through Jello. That was not a thing that came out
That's
of my
something
mouth.
that in my brain I just envisioned.
Okay. Well,
That is basically how it got interpreted to me, that every time it's getting a little stickier to go through it.
okay. I mean,
It went from like pudding to jam, now Jello.
Right.
You know what's next? Oof.
Concrete?
Molasses.
I don't know.
yeah, I also
don't know
was
that
not
scale at
sure.
all.
I was very scared of what Adam might say to me.
I mean,
You
I'm thinking
measure, you
it.
measure a teleporting.
On a scale of 1 to potato, how would you judge the previous experience?
Oh
When
my
did
gosh.
Jacksepticeye join the stream?
Oh, goodness.
Sorry, Danny's mom. Every time.
So, Lace-Up is kind of just freaking out a little bit right now. She holds herself together pretty well generally, but so she doesn't quite know what to do with herself when she doesn't have her people to protect. And if it feels like her abilities are fading, her first instinct is to bamf out of there back to the other plane to get help, to bring people in. But with the way things have been feeling, she's not certain she could get back. And so it seems like a terrible idea to leave and potentially leave everyone here and not be able to help them at all.
Also, are you sure you could bamf back there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
So she is... Layseth is having issues trying to decide what to do.
Okay.
I think the first thing to do is summon her sword.
Okay. So, it summons to you, but it's one of those things that it doesn't just like bamp quickly into your hand. It takes it like a little while to get to you.
Okay. But now I have it, and I'm not going to put it away.
Okay, that's completely fine. As you are kind of maybe panicking a little bit, you see a light coming from your bathroom. And it's not the fluorescent light, but more of like just a soft glowing light.
Well, sword in hand, she'll open the door.
Standing before you is Jane.
Oh. Hello.
Hi, Lyseth.
You should not be here.
No, you also should not be here.
That does not surprise me in the least. Do you know where precisely here is?
I do not. There has been whispers amongst the spirits that have been trapped here.
Have you been trapped here?
I have.
For how long?
Not long. I was pulled from where I had been resting, and now I'm here. And they're manipulating things here.
I've missed you.
Oh, I've missed you too. You still look so great. I'm so mad at you.
Well, that is
God.
one benefit of being divine. The aging process really... Age is a construct, and it does not apply to me.
Not fair.
I know, my friend.
I don't have much time. They're gonna know that I escaped.
Where are they keeping you? Do you know?
There is a garden here.
Okay.
It looks peaceful. It's where a lot of us are wandering in a stupor, believing things that aren't real anymore. They were once real. I don't know how, and it may be because you are here, but I was pulled from mine.
All right. When you leave here, will you return to the garden, do you believe?
I think I'm going to be pulled back to the garden.
Do you know how I can get to the garden?
I don't. This place... It's dark. Something here is controlling everything. Not everything you see is real. I'm sure you've noticed.
Yes.
But there are things that are pulling memories. Memories from people who are dead. Memories from you.
All right.
There is a man, I don't know if he's really a man, but there is a man here who calls himself the director.
Peter?
No, Peter is a...
He's a construct, isn't he?
Sort of. He's a minion, an underling to this director, someone who's supposed to keep you all in line. Keep you here to play in this game, in this play. I don't know what he's doing, but he's always watching. I don't know where his eyes are right now, but it's not here, or I wouldn't be here.
All right. Do you know anything about traveling within this place?
I don't. She shakes her head.
Does it feel as if it's draining you?
I'm a ghost.
I suppose.
It's not draining me, but it is fogging what I see. Was fogging what I see. I don't know what's happening. I do know from hearing what others have said, hearing what has been going on, that whatever you see in the hallways, whatever it sounds like in the hallways, is not the person you're looking for. So if you see me in a hallway, do not follow me.
All right, I will remember that. And I will tell my friends when I find them.
It's a good idea. And all of a sudden she blinks out of there.
Well, I suppose I should search for my friends.
Okay.
And I will go to the door to the hall.
Okay. So you'll open the door, and unlike Shadow and Samantha, you step into the nice hallway. There's nothing in the hallway right now. It's just empty space as it was before.
All right, I will call out for my friends.
Okay.
Filbert, Shadow, Misty, Silas, anyone, are you there?
All of you, except for Shadow, hears it. Shadow, I'm going to skip to him just real quick, guys, before we get to your giant group. You had barricaded the door with Samantha. You had pulled a lead pipe out of a wall. Pretty fucking badass, if you ask me. As you two are standing there, you hear a scratching at the door.
Okay, and this is moments after I saw, like doom-like creatures crawling around outside on the other side of the door, right?
Yes, but the sound is kind of familiar to you, the scratching. Mm-hmm. It's not like a deep claw scratch to the door. It sounds like like when a dog wants to get into the room to see its friend or buddy or whatever.
Okay.
So you hear that.
I'll look to Samantha. I don't think that's good.
I don't know. I've never heard that since I've been here.
I mean, we saw those things out there.
Oh, yeah. Those were terrible. You hear the jingling of a collar.
Yeah, and like the whining and all that.
Yeah. But mainly the jiggling of a collar, because my
Okay.
dog won't shut the fuck up.
I mean, that sounds like a dog or something, but it's probably just a trick. You saw those things out there. This is nice, but these pipes aren't going to do anything against all of those.
No, you're right, but can we stay in here?
I don't know. I mean, we need to think of something. I don't think we need to just rush out into the hallway.
No, you're right. We do need to figure out a plan. Was the whole hallway full with those things, or could we run a different direction away from them?
I don't know. I didn't really have like a chance to counter anything. I don't know. I mean, and I'm like pacing around and stuff, like trying to look for things around the room to see what maybe there could be that I could use. But like, I don't know really what there is. We just barricaded the door.
Yeah. There would be the normal furniture, everything that you found before.
Is there like a fire escape map?
There is a map on the door.
Okay.
But it's not a fire escape because they had the like stairs at each end of the hallway, kind of labeled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we can just peek outside and maybe keep checking until we have a chance and then go for it.
Yeah, we could.
But what are we gonna do? Just sprint down the hallway? Run down 9 flights of stairs?
Wait, we're on the 9th floor?
I don't know, but you know what I mean? There's no way
Yeah.
we can outrun those things.
No, but we might have to.
I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna walk over and pick up the phone again to see if maybe there's a tone this time.
There is not.
I'm gonna start jabbing the 0 button to try to call the front lobby. Again and again. Like, what's the point? Nothing in here even works. The power and everything works just fine. But then it keeps switching between decrepit and new, but these phones don't work. There's these demons in the hallway.
So as you are hitting the 0 button, you hear Peter's voice come up.
On the thing?
Yeah. He
Okay.
goes, "How can I help you, sir?"
Yeah, Look, what the fuck is going on, Peter?
Are you not enjoying your stay?
No, you have things crawling in the hallway. I'm not talking about roaches. They're like these monster things. My friend over here is nearly scared half to death. Looks like she's almost been through a Texas Chainsaw Massacre or something. And all my other friends are nowhere to be found. So why don't you start telling me what's going on?
Sir, I will not be talked in this tone of voice.
Yeah, well, you already are. So why don't you just go ahead, come up here and fix this?
Sir, please call me back when you have calmed down. And the phone hangs up.
No, damn it.
What I wouldn't give to be able to say that to people who are being assholes to me on the phone when I'm doing service jobs.
I think that Peter guy is in on this whole thing. He's acting like there's nothing wrong. He's probably not even real. He's probably just an illusion, like all the rest of this.
I don't think any of this is an illusion. Illusions don't rip you up.
So then what's your plan, Samantha? You want to just go back out in the hall and get ripped up?
No, I don't want you to go back out in the hall. I don't want you getting ripped up. You know what? Fuck it. And she goes over to the door.
Okay.
She's gonna peek her head out and then all of a sudden shut the door behind her and run.
Oh.
And
So
you
I'm
hear
just like, what?
you hear things chasing her.
I'm gonna be like, no, what? Damn it! And I'm gonna like run over the door, like in between, like, what the fuck should I do? Like open the door and die, or like, and then I guess I'll eventually move the stuff kind of and peek out the hall and see what I see.
You see Lyseth
Okay.
standing in the hallway and nothing else.
Right. Because
Right
I walked
after-
out. Because
yeah.
I walked out alone. But
Yeah.
so did Samantha. So why the hell did she not see Lisa?
Because she walked into the decrepit hallway.
Yeah, she walked up to the hallway and closed the door.
Okay, I see Lisa.
And she
Lisa.
Shadow.
Shut up, Lisa. Shut
Where's
up.
Samantha?
I did not see her.
What do you mean she just came out here? Where's all those creatures at?
In another version of this hallway.
And what about Filbert? We were just with him.
I expect he is in his own room. I have called for them. I don't know.
Filbert!
You guys can all hear
Filbert
that.
and I don't get out here!
Okay.
There's a lot of yelling
A lot
and
of
stuff.
noise.
Yeah.
Well, Misty, I think we should. I think we found our friends.
Is it
At least we know where they all are. That's something.
is it that we can actually like hear them?
Right outside your door.
Okay, well, Silas is gonna like offer to help, like still holding on to Misty in a protective fashion, like escort her to the door.
She's still very much not okay at the moment, but like trying to haul it together because she can hear people in the hallway and is like, nope, not doing this in front of them. Nope. And then proceeds to do it in front of them because emotions are stupid.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right, my dear.
Misty.
We found a garden, and my mother was there.
We have to get back to that garden. That is real.
Yes, we were ejected quite strenuously from the said garden.
By the director.
The director, is that the bastard responsible
is that
for
who
this?
Is that
I
who we're
believe
dealing
so.
with?
Pardon my coarse language. I'm really frightfully angry.
Yes. Jane. Jane visited me.
You saw Jane again. A silly question, I suppose, but how was she?
Quite alive for a ghost. She looked well, all things
Good.
considered.
I rather imagine she looks better than me.
Younger, perhaps.
Yes, that's very, very kind of you.
She spoke of this place. There are others who have been drawn here, and they are in a garden. They are being kept in a bit of a stupor there. They are being controlled by an entity referred to as the director, but that is not Peter. Peter seems to be simply a minion.
Peter.
Oh, Shadow met Peter. I met Peter. He was
didn't-
in.
Yes, we didn't encounter this fellow.
Yeah, I just
made
got
it
off the
to the
phone with
lobby.
him, too. And that doesn't...
On the phone.
I'm not trying to interrupt, but Samantha was just here 10 seconds ago, and now she was getting chased by demons or something. Will someone please tell me what is going on?
Oh, we've lost her again. We must stay
Again?
together. Where's Filbert?
I'm gonna open my door and come out finally. Oh hey
Oh,
everybody!
boy.
Having a party in the hallway. I see.
I'm a little afraid to go back and shut any doors at this point. That seems to be what resets the hallway.
And we should also not separate again,
No.
because clearly that did not work well.
What happens if we just bust down the damn doors? And I'm just like, start going at my door.
I don't.
Just your door? You're just gonna like kick in your door.
Well, I'm like gonna make it so where it cannot be closed again.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm just like gonna start trying to bust it off the hinges.
Okay. You do that thing. You
Okay.
bust the door down. The room looks the same. It's
Do you feel any better?
Well, they can't close the door if it's not there.
This is true. However, weren't you say Agent Crow was with you?
Yeah, but then she
You'll need
just
to find her.
she just ran out into the hallway, and then the things chased her, and then I went to go after her, and there was Laceth, and now all of you.
Did she close the door after she left?
Yeah, it was 45 seconds ago.
Well, then she's gonna be in the spooky hallway. We're in the nice hallway. She's in the spooky hallway.
So
So
what
it's
are we
not-
gonna do? Just leave her here?
Well, it sounds like the only way to get into the spooky hallway is for us to go into a room, shut the door, and open it again.
But do we want to go into the spooky hallway? I mean,
If-
Not
there's got to be a better
particularly,
plan.
but-
There's got to be
Well-
something we can do that doesn't mean suicide.
I suppose the question is how attached are you to this Agent Crow?
I mean, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of the FBI, not since the incident, but I mean,
Remind
she's
us what
helped
that
us.
incident was.
Oh, please tell us about this incident.
We don't have time for all that right now. We need to find
not.
Samantha, and I mean, she has helped us before. She helped us with the doppelganger. I mean, she seems like she's on the up and up. I don't think we can just leave her. If you're saying there's monsters following her,
Yeah, they were like these. I don't even know how to describe them. I've killed a lot of things, Filbert. These things look fucked up.
I don't have a shotgun. I can't.
I would agree with that description. Granddad and I saw them when we were in the hallway earlier. I was able to hold them off with wall of fire, essentially, but not a long-term practical solution.
No, I think, based on what we've seen already, that basically the hallways are red herring, so to speak. We should aim to spend as little time in the hallways as possible. They seem to be something of a nexus for these beings, whatever they are.
If the garden is real, and the people in them are real, that tracks with what we saw with my mom.
And the things in the hallway are not real. That is important for us to know and remember.
Now, when you all found the garden, were you in the spooky mode or the clean mode?
Yeah, where was the guard? Did you go outside? Samantha said you can't go outside or you'll be slaughtered.
We
We were
were
being pursued by those things at the time, and we ran down the staircase.
we were in the spooky hallway.
Yes, I believe so.
I think we need to go in the spooky hallway, try to save Samantha, and also it sounds like that's what's going to lead us to the garden.
Well, we should give it the old college try in any case.
So to speak.
As
This is
You
why I
all-
stick to Motel 6.
a terrible choice.
Terrible, but it's
It really
it's
is.
reliable. You get what you pay for.
can talk as much
it is
shit about
reliably terrible.
We can talk as much shit about Motel 6 as we want, because we would burn that bridge in episode 1, so
Yeah,
fuck
we
Motel 6.
Motel
I-
shit's more like.
As you are all standing in the hallway, you start hearing doors open. Not slowly, but like loudly and banging against the walls as they open. And you can see when you're facing down the hallway, they're coming like towards you as they open.
Are the lights
Doors
in
are
the
coming towards us.
Like as the doors are opening, they're opening like in a
In a
line
wave.
coming towards you in a wave.
Perhaps
Alright,
should
well,
get
we
into
can't
one
go
of
in
our
Shadow's
rooms.
room. He ain't got a door no more. Come on in my room, everybody. We're gonna get to the shitty mode.
All right.
All right. Oh, so this is where the magic happens.
I was waiting for a comment like that, honestly.
What?
Silas starts sort of preparing his hands for spells casting.
So we walk in there. Are you shutting the door?
Yeah, I would like to once everybody gets in, and then I'm gonna open it right away.
So you're telling me those things aren't
Wait.
real?
Before you open it, Shadow, get that telephone cord again. That worked well for us.
From my room?
Well, no, from this room. This one has a telephone
okay.
too, correct?
Yeah, so I'm gonna walk over there with my lead pipe in one hand and grab the telephone and grab the cord so we have a tether.
Okay.
All right, everyone should wrap one hand in this.
You said those things aren't real, though. Samantha
They-
said they're plenty real, and they almost killed her, and they killed some of the other agents.
They are real, but they are not what they seem.
So
When you
I
hear a
think-
familiar voice in the hallway, it is not.
yes, I
The
mean
thing it belongs
I
to.
could personally attest to the reality of those creatures, but I see what you mean. So if they manifest as our departed friends and associates, then they're not to be trusted in the hallways.
Correct.
We should all get a weapon. Maybe we can dismantle the bed or something. Are any of you armed? Did you find anything?
I think I'll
hold
manage.
up my sword.
Oh, I'm jealous. I still have a piece of the chair that I'm using as a makeshift wand.
I mean, I don't got my shotgun. I guess I'll like fucking
You just
take
stay
this
behind me,
lamp.
my boy.
Look at this. Ugh, and I pull it from the plug in the wall.
Pillowcase full of soap. Bars of soap.
What do you have? Filbert?
I've got one of those lamps, the ones that are like 5 feet tall.
Whoa! What?
You get one
You know
hit.
what I mean? Like the
An
ones that are like the
improvised
corner of the
pole
hotel rooms. that are
I
like,
know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
that's-
and I
They're not 5
fucking
feet tall,
break
but
the
yeah,
light
Some
bulb.
of them are. Some
the
of them
wall to
are
make it
like
sharp.
16 feet tall.
He plugs into an outlet and stabs him.
Six singular.
It sounded like you said 16 feet.
That's because
Hey, Dragman, if you're gonna let me, I would like to have a 16-foot tall lamp, please.
No!
I'm gonna
It'd be
fucking
completely
joust these
unwieldy.
fuckers.
It's like a street light,
You just pole vault over it.
like the Incredible Hulk.
Oh, fuck.
Jeez.
We have made a turn. Back to the silly.
We have. It's fine because we're
Excellent.
now going to get back into the spooky. So you have a telephone cord, a 5-foot lamp,
Yes.
a sword, and magic, and a lead pipe.
Magic, she says, with a very kind of. I'm not sure about that
Yeah,
kind
we'll see
of
how that
tone.
She
shit
doesn't
works.
believe you. Like, yeah, magic.
I think it's gonna be like the jelly.
Sure, Misty, it's real magic.
So-called magic.
It was magician's camp. Calm down.
God damn it. Set you on fire with magician's camp.
Oh,
Now pick a
man.
card, any card you like. No, not that one.
Oh, jeez.
Filbert, would you like me to attempt to reach into my pocket and retrieve the small handgun that you gave me?
Oh yeah, shoot, sure, that would be cool.
Do I need to roll anything for that, or can I just... Are you going to tell me if it works?
Roll use magic. I just want to see what happens.
Here it is, right in my pocket.
6 and plus
What
weird.
has it got
That
in
is
its pockets is precious.
6. I guess I get to mark experience.
You do
Yeah.
get to mark experience.
Yep.
Can I attempt to use magic to conjure like a small mundane weapon for Filbert to have?
Like
I
maybe
mean,
a
he
5
has a
foot tall
5
lamp.
foot- Yeah.
Yeah,
He went from I'll
I guess
manage
some-
to can I conjure weapons?
something better than a lamp. I don't know. Or
What is better than a lamp?
You guys
can
know
I
I'm
enchant,
mostly gonna
can I
stay back,
enchant his
right?
lamp to make it do more damage or something?
That would take time and materials to do an enchantment.
Fair enough.
And like I said before,
We have
none
a
of
lamp +1.
that- lamp +1, yes.
Enchant my lamp. Give me a fire lamp.
No. Jay, you just set the lampshade on fire.
Whenever.
Yeah.
Hey, Misty, if shit goes down, you light this lampshade on fire here, and I'll fucking stick them real good.
Deal.
Now it's probably
That's so
gonna go up in
brave.
flames in like 6 seconds. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I
It's
like
a
it.
metal lamp. I mean, it'll be okay.
Well, no, I mean like the lampshade itself is probably just gonna fucking.
Oh, yes, true.
That's my brave boy.
Fun.
All right, now like anyone really feeling froggy want to go first, or is
Did you just say froggy?
you can't hear me? Voice inside my head.
The
I'm
voice
safe
of
here.
God.
Silas just strides to the door and flings it open.
Okay. You
How about you, you bastards?
you open the door and you are in the creepy hallway.
Yes, this is the creepy one, all right.
There is obviously like scratches along the floor, wall, and ceiling where it looks like those four like weird creatures were like ripping up as they ran. It's all heading one direction down the hallway.
Samantha ran that way.
We follow that.
All right.
Lead on, I suppose.
Off we go.
Yeah, whatever way Samantha ran, I think we'll want to follow.
Okay. So you go that direction and you're walking.
Does any of the hallway that we're going through look familiar from what Silas and I saw as we were heading before getting toward the garden?
I would say that all hallways and hotel rooms look the same.
Is Bandit out here?
Yes and no.
You aren't seeing anything that like was Bandit at the moment. Occasionally you catch like a paw print, like almost like Bandit had followed Samantha as well.
Like Like an ethereal paw print, or like a literal paw print, like on the ground?
It's a literal
like
paw print
dirt
on
or
the ground.
something. Okay.
Yeah.
Or is it blood?
It's not blood.
Okay.
No. It's like Bandit got into the mud and your mom was mad that one time
Oh, okay.
after she mopped the floors. Shadow.
No way did Shadow's mum mop floors ever. There are people paid to do that.
Yeah, we're filthy rich, like Oliver Queen or something.
Fine.
I just paid somebody to mop that floor, Shadow.
And she's gone until Monday. What do you expect me to do?
Quick, pay someone to clean that up. I just paid someone to mop that floor yesterday.
Yeah, so
Pay
you're
somebody to
following-
find somebody to clean that up.
Hello, can you pay someone to clean your room? We're having company over.
Is your mom British too?
I don't know, but
Oh, she is
She is
now.
now.
it is now.
All right.
Shadow,
So
time for tea.
It is now locked in memoriam.
we meet Shadow's mom.
That one was for chat.
He works in Chicago.
You could get there by car. What you talking about? So you are you're walking down this hallway. Shadow, you see a footprint of a dog every now and then. And then it comes to a wall. A wall that you know should have stairs because you saw it on the map.
I was about to say, is it a wall with a door leading to stairs?
No.
So now what?
I'm
This is what
gonna-
happened before.
I'm gonna reach out and like touch the wall and see if it's real.
Oh, it's real. Your hand goes right up against it.
If
Cold though. Like super like freezing cold.
if I tap on it, does it sound like a hollow wall?
Sounds metal.
Could I try and do like a sending or like a locator spell or something for
Agent Crow. Since we are devoting resources and time to rescuing her, we might as well do it as expediently as possible.
I would say that it might take a little bit of time, but I will let you sit down and like focus and try to find her.
Well, we're trying to best this conundrum with the wall. I suppose I should do that.
Roll magic.
I'm
Magic.
Pretty bloody good at magic, you know. And that's an 11.
Oh, wow. Okay. You feel her. You
Oh.
not, you know, you like sense her essence, but it's farther down. Like she's on a lower level.
Okay.
So,
Well, it seems that Agent Crow has escaped to one of the lower floors.
Jeremy did earlier say just throughout floor 9, and Dragonbait asked it, or I think it was Samantha that asked if which I guess Dragonbait is Samantha, asked if we were on floor 9. We actually are on floor 9, aren't we? Like, didn't we figure that out? Yeah, we're, okay.
The rooms
Yes.
are numbered like that.
The numbers are,
Yes.
Yeah.
okay.
And the rooms are still numbered like that? They're
Yes.
still remaining
Yes,
the
they are.
same?
I think
Cool.
Jeremy
They all
just kind of
say
like
666.
subliminally remembered that when he threw out that we're on the 9th floor earlier.
So,
So you said that the wall sounds like it's metal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like put my hands on it and like feel around and feel like any edges. If there's anything that feels like maybe a door that's being hidden by some kind of illusion.
There's not an illusion, but it does feel like something just wallpapered.
there's that dog again.
There's Bandit!
Hello, Satan.
Get him!
Not Peanut, it's Bandit.
That's a good dog. Yes.
Sorry.
So
sorry.
weird that I randomly picked the name and that was like the same name.
As you do.
Bandit for what? What?
You said your dog's name is Bandit?
No, my dog's name is Lucas.
Oh.
I was
thought-
just making a joke that the noise that you were
I
hearing.
thought someone said that before though, like 2 weeks ago. That like
No.
Okay,
His
cool.
name is Lucas, but we also call him Satan.
Okay.
I can't imagine why. Okay, so I feel like a
Double dog.
wallpaper over the door.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna just like find the seam and try to get a fingernail in there
Okay.
to start ripping at it.
So you're gonna start trying to rip at the paper.
Mm-hmm.
What is everybody else doing?
I'll help.
Okay.
I imagine a sword's rather good at ripping at things.
Yes.
Yes.
At the very least, it'll be like, hey, Lyseth, can you just stick the
Just
can you just use the sharp edge
the
along
edge,
here?
yes.
Would I be able
was
to
gonna say something.
maintain like a lock on Samantha?
I think you would. It might take just a little bit of time to like, not time, but if like something distracts you, you will lose her.
Sure. So Silas is just gonna like hold his finger out and just sort of point to wherever he senses her essence.
Yeah.
Like a radar for the time being.
Yeah. Filbert, Shadow, what are you doing?
I think I'm kind of like bringing up the rear. So I'm kind of in a defensive stance with my lamp and just, we're going, to, let's say, the left. I don't know if it's left or right. But if we're going to the left, I'm watching the right, just making sure nothing's like sneaking up on us.
So what are you doing, Shadow, before I tell Adam what he sees?
Walking, holding that lead pipe like it's a sword, and it could quickly become a baseball bat if I needed it to. And I'm just like making my way down the hall with the group, like expecting something to come out, especially since all the doors were flinging open. And just
They weren't then. As soon as you entered the creepy hallway, they were not.
Were they closed again?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then I'm just walking on edge, just ready, like expecting something. I'm definitely not walking nonchalantly. I'm like ready to strike. Fight or flight mode.
Okay. Adam, so you're like, as everybody is like, Silas is pinpointing.
Filbert, please. I'm not Adam right now.
Okay, Filbert. Sorry. As the others are looking at the door, as Shadow is on edge, you are turned around, making sure nothing is sneaking up behind you, and when you do, you see a figure, and they're standing with their back to you.
Oh, God. Dragonbait, that's like the worst. That's the worst thing that could be facing me is their back.
No, really?
In a
Worst thing that
fucking
could be
horror
facing
movie,
me is
yes,
not their
'cause
face.
you're gonna go over there and they're gonna have no fucking face. That's how horror
Doesn't that really
movies
mean
work.
that they're backing you instead of facing you?
Boo.
I am going to just say, hey, one of y'all with magic or a sword, there's something right there, and I'm gonna point, and it looks.
As you talk, it starts walking back towards you.
Backwards?
Yeah.
We all
And
see
kind of jerkily. Yeah, you all see it. If you turn
this-
to look, you see it.
Is this humanoid? Is it anthropomorphic in shape?
It is humanoid. Like,
Okay.
it is standing up on two legs, and you see long hair behind from the back. It's in it like a t-shirt and jeans. There are no shoes on, but as they're just slowly walking backwards towards
How
you.
big? Like, tall?
Human-sized.
I mean, there's a lot of.
Average human size, so about 6 foot, medium build.
What average human are you around?
That's what I'm asking.
They're growing big out there.
It's Florida man, Adam. Get him.
Hey, you
The
trying to
average-
say it's Florida?
The average
giant.
height for a woman is 5'4". The average height for a man is like 5'7".
That's what I was
Yeah.
trying to
Well,
piece out. If I think
Not
it's
my people. My people come from the land of giants. I'm sorry.
large.
well, we
down
knew
there.
that.
Yeah. So all of them, and the average height for me is like 6'2", 150 pounds. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Holy shit. Fucking stick people out there.
Stick people. Yeah, I come from
6
stick
foot
people.
6, he stood up the ground. He weighed 235 pounds, but this
Shit.
giant of a man was brought to
Anyway.
his knees by love.
Back to the spooky.
No, yeah, go on then.
Coming back.
I'll allow it.
You see one as it's starting to walk. You see its like elbow bend backwards and try and like reach out towards you. And its fingers are like crackling as it reaches.
Um,
Some test.
I think I'm gonna hit it. I think Shadow, because he was ready. And like, he's like, guys, I turn around, I'm just gonna deck this thing.
I think I'm going to hit it, so you're gonna move closer to it.
I'm gonna right next to him and just bash it, I guess, over the back with this.
Yeah, you're gonna roll kick some ass.
Kick some ass.
I have to pull up some things.
Literally
Hold on.
kick it in the ass since it's just flaunting it.
Going to get! And I just like kick it. Yeah.
It got that booty.
Okay, here we go.
Do we?
That didn't sound good.
It's probably not. I'm looking at my stats. 6 plus tough. 7.
Okay.
At least
Got a
it wasn't a
7.
6.
Okay, kick some ass. On a 7+, you and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other.
Oh.
The amount of harm is based on the established damage in the game. That usually means you inflict the harm rating of the weapon, and your enemy inflicts their harms. Rating.
Yeah, as soon as it starts reaching towards Filbert, I'm be like, watch out! And I'll just bash that thing.
Okay, so you hit him, and you hear this like come out of its mouth. But as you do, it like flips around and scratches across your chest. So you take 1 harm as you deal 1 harm to it. I'm going to say 1 because you have like a makeshift weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So it works better that way. Does
it like rend me with like claws?
Yeah, it clawed you.
Okay.
With its creepy hand.
Okay.
And as it turns around, you see this person with their face that's upside down. And it has this like huge mouth that has these jagged pointy teeth and a tongue that's just like around.
Okay, I'm gonna whirl around and see this when I hear like all of the noise, and I want to use magic to bar the hallway to this thing.
So Shadow's right next to it. If you bar it, he will be.
No, actually,
outside.
because it says bar a place or portal to a specific person or a type of creature.
How much damage will this do?
It's just gonna hold it. Really, it's not going to harm it. It's just gonna be like, you are not allowed here.
I was talking about when I hit it with my lead pipe, since it's not listed, since it's not.
No. You did 1 damage.
Okay. Well, I also have a thing called Ancient Fighting Art, and if I'm using an old-fashioned hand weapon. Is a pipe an old-fashioned hand weapon? It's one additional harm.
It's in the game clue. I feel like it should count as an old-fashioned weapon.
I'll allow it. So it did 2 harm.
Ancient fighting arts.
Yeah. I'll allow it. You're proficient in Street Thug.
I aim 3 feet past him. I'm trying to cut him in half with a blunt weapon, I deal an extra damage.
But yeah, I'm gonna like throw my hands up with holding the wand in one hand to basically say you cannot come any closer to us.
Roll use magic.
I mean, honestly, so we'll just
ooh. I rolled 2 5s. That is a 13 for me.
Cool. It does the thing. Let me look at what it says in the thing. When it's a 3 or more, or a 12 or more for use magic. Okay, on a 12 plus, the keeper will offer you some added benefit. So, as you do this thing, you can push the creature away from Shadow if you would like.
Yeah, I'm gonna like raise the wall and like shove this thing further down the hall with the wall, so it's holding it at the range down the hall away from us. How many times can I say hall in one sentence?
So usually I would say that this spell is normally stationary, that it's not something that you just move. But because you rolled so well, I will say that in a fit of almost fright, when you do this, it shoves it about, I want to say like 10 feet away from Shadow. And Shadow is now behind the barrier, and that creature cannot get to you guys. It does start like shambling closer and making the same weird screeching noise that I can't do more than once or it will wreck my voice.
They were so good, though.
Do you want me to do it again?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay. Please. So it gets closer and it's right at the bar and it just goes and lets out it also sounds like it may be calling for something.
Cthulhu. Silas is going to use magic to try to inflict harm on this thing.
Okay.
So I should have a roll.
I wonder if it might not be useful for us to try to use magic to communicate with something that we do not share a language with.
That's a 6 plus a 3.
Nice.
So 9.
Okay. And you're just using magic to inflict some harm?
Yes. So Silas goes, ha! Doken!
And a green fireball shoots out of his hand.
Okay.
Did you say Hadouken?
So,
Maybe.
you said it... A 9?
A
Okay.
9, yes.
Okay.
Sorry, yes.
No, you're fine. So it works imperfectly. Choose your effect and glitch. The keeper will decide what the effect the glitch has. Okay. So you can inflict harm as an effect. You can enchant a weapon, but we've talked about how you need things to do that. So you're inflicting harm because that's what you
Yes.
told me you wanted to do. So here are your glitches. The effect is weakened. The effect is of short range. You take 1 harm, ignore armor. The magic draws immediate unwelcome attention. It has a problematic side effect.
I would rather that it did less damage, because that seems like the thing that will fuck us up the least.
Wait, what do you mean? The
Well,
glitch is
wasn't
that
the effect is lessened, right? So it just wouldn't do any
the
damage.
effect
wasn't.
is weakened.
Yeah, so that.
Okay, so the effect of the magic is weakened, so it takes just 1 harm.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I would rather that than
You-
more of these things burst out into the corridor.
So as you like haul off this fireball, you notice that well, normally your fireballs are pretty like intense. This one is smaller, and it just manages to hit it just right in the chest, and seems to, while it does do harm, it just fizzles out.
Oh, rats, I was aiming for his balls.
So as this screeching creature like gets a little bit louder each time, you do see doors open, but it's beyond the barrier. The doors that are where you are at have not opened at all.
How's that door coming, Lyseth?
I am hauling ass and slicing paper left, right, and center.
Okay, so you're slicing through this paper and you manage to get through it.
All right.
And as you rip down the paper, you see it almost looks like one of those walk-in freezer doors.
Oof.
Well,
You
I
know,
don't
those,
suppose we have much choice.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
those usually have a push thing on the inside. I do say usually though, so you know.
Well, it's all one to me. We're fucked either way. Let's go.
Let's do this.
Okay. Are you all rushing through the door? This is very important.
Together,
Go
yes.
Together.
I,
Yes.
again,
Yeah.
I am still like walking backwards and trying to like keep this thing at 5-foot lamp distance away from me.
It's barred by Misty's spell. It cannot get closer. It's like reaching through, trying to get to you, but it can't. And you see it like almost its weird upper mouth is like gnawing on the bars, trying to get in.
Yeah,
So-
I'll just like back into the room.
Okay, so you all walk into the freezer room, and it is cold. And the door closes behind you and disappears.
First best.
Huh, standard.
Horror movie 101.
Standard nightmare
Wow.
fare. Onward.
Yeah, standard for our experiences so far in this hostelry.
So, are we just in a freezer?
You are in what looks like to be a very large walk-in freezer. You see different like meats hanging in there. You see like they all seem to be animal. It's not like human yet. But you're not seeing any movement, and it's just cold, and you can like see your breath as you're breathing. Does Lyseth breathe?
Yes.
Okay, tough questions happening today.
Let me add that to my list of things I know about Lysa. I have one of those.
Oh no.
Could
So you
I
guys, yes, sir.
read a bad situation in here?
You certainly could.
Heck yes. I feel like I don't think I've rolled dice last time, so I'm very excited.
That's because this game is not always about rolling dice, Adam.
Oh, Shadow.
Boom, boom. That is a 5 and a 1, 6, and I believe mine's a +2 for.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a
Ocho.
7. So for read a bad situation,
A beard.
a bad
It's
situation,
a real bad situation.
a
we
real
got
bad
out here.
situation on a. What did you get? A 7?
I got an 8. I rolled a 5 and a 1, so
An 8.
6, and then +2.
Okay, so you get to ask the keeper one question. What's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? What's the best way to protect the victims?
I think the one that makes most sense to me is what's my best way out.
Okay. So in the current situation that you're in, you are looking around and you're like pushing. This looks like it's telling you to walk forward. But as you are like looking around the shelves, you find. Sorry. Chat's distracting, man. But as you're like looking around and walking around, you find that when you pull on something, it automatically opens a secret door.
All right, everybody. I think this is where we gotta go. Can't get back out the way we came.
Lead the way.
And try
Don't
to
put yourself in undue harm, Filbert. I wouldn't be able to stand it if something were to happen to you. Perhaps I should go in front. I'm an old man. My time has been spent in the world long enough. You're merely a blossoming young flower.
Filbert.
I'll try to open the secret.
Okay, but as Silas is talking to you, you hear, "Come play with me, Filbert."
I'm
Just in your ear.
gonna try just to the best of my ability to just tune it out. I kind of know a little bit about what's going on in here, a little vaguely, and I know that I need to just ignore that.
Are you mad at me? Just keeps talking to you. This little kid voice. Trying to get you to acknowledge it.
Come on, Silas. I think if I open up this trap door right here, you should be able to skedaddle on in.
Not a
Okay.
trapped door.
Not a
all
trap
right,
door,
my
a secret door.
A secret door. I don't need
Ew.
you falling.
Are you all right, my boy? You've gone rather
Watch out for
pale.
the spike pit. No, just kidding. No, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm just we gotta find Samantha. I hope she came this way, but I have got my doubts.
All right. Well, you would tell me if there was something bothering you, wouldn't you?
Oh, of course. Yeah, I tell all of you. You know, we're best buds, right?
Yes. I rather hope that we've formed a close relationship over the passing of the months.
Door. There's a door. Let's.
Go through it.
What is Samantha?
Silas just squeezes Filbert's shoulder, like as a sort of, I'm here for you.
What if Samantha's just an illusion too, though? Like everything else here. Seems like it knows our history, knows our past.
Oh shoot.
Anything to try to keep us here, right? She's even the one that said we can't leave or we'll get slaughtered. And we just believed her.
Yeah, you know what? You might be onto something there, but I mean that's neither here nor there right now. Right now, we need to get out of this cold ass freezer. Pardon my language, but I mean we do need to go.
Yeah, I have my trench coat wrapped around myself. Like, yep, it's cold. Let's go. Don't like this.
Come on then, folks. Let's do this.
So you're walking, and this particular area is very narrow. It looks like maybe you're inside the walls.
Oh, like. You mean like between like the drywall wall and like concrete or whatever the fuck's on the other side of a hotel wall?
Yeah.
Okay.
like a secret passage through an old-timey house. Servants' passages in some of the older houses.
Who's in
Many a
front? I
time in
think
my
it's
youth I'd explore the back passage.
I think it's Silas in front, right?
Thank you, Silas.
It is Silas in front.
Okay.
Why
Well
the
done,
words?
Gerundo.
I'll be right behind him.
These types
Okay.
of passages usually lead to closets and things throughout the buildings. At least in homes. I'd imagine it's the same with a hotel.
Yes, well, we certainly. Never mind. I'm going to carry on. Pressing on through this tunnel.
Okay.
Enjoy.
So as you're walking, you are also you manage to walk past like what looks like false mirrors, and you can look into the rooms that some of these creatures had been in.
This hotel manager needs to get arrested ASAP.
Yeah, and they need to hire someone new for the front lobby. That guy's an asshole.
Peter just tried to do a job.
He's a minion. He does what he does.
You know, if walking from the rooms into the hallway is what changes everything, then what happens when we go in between the walls? We're literally going in between the rooms, in between the hallways. Where are we? Are we in the
Maybe we'll
good
get
side
out
or
this
the
way.
bad side?
I think we're in something that's a little bit more true.
Looking through these mirrors, do we see anything in the rooms?
You would. So as you're walking, you notice that some of these rooms are like the rooms that you were in. So you see the one that Shadow like busted up before he got back, or he had moved everything in front of the door and moved it out.
Don't like
And
that.
as you walk past it, you also see the furniture that he moved is now slowly going back into place.
We see out into the hallway through where the door is broken down.
You can see out into the hallway.
Which hallway?
It's the nice one that you had been breaking down whenever you were there. But you also see the door starting to like knit itself back together.
What do
as
you
you-
think, Misty? This seems like big magic type things. This is beyond anything I've seen.
Beyond anything that I've ever been able to do. And you broke the door down. You could physically feel it. And we all saw it and heard it. So I don't know. I wonder how alive this thing is.
What does the Samantha detector say? Are we any closer?
You feel like if you keep going this direction, you might find her.
All right, well, without wanting to become voyeurs trapped forever in this crawl space, I suggest we press on.
Yes.
I can detect we're getting closer.
So as you're going, you then notice that you're walking past rooms, but then you also see the hallways. You see in one of them the decrepit hallway. There's nothing in it, just that it's lights flickering, all of that. And you take two more steps, and then you see the nicer hallway. And then as you're like watching it, you see that kind of like those two change. As if they're almost on a track to change.
Interesting.
This director fancy himself some kind of Stanley Kubrick figure.
I mean, he does refer to himself as the director. Maybe this is a play that he's
Some kind
putting
of
on?
sick psychic melodrama he's putting on.
Hey, Seth, what if you teleported somewhere that wasn't here? Then your powers would be unaffected. Assuming it's this place that's affecting you.
But I don't know if I could get back to rescue you.
I was
I
wondering.
don't want to take that chance. I cannot leave you.
I was wondering about that because even earlier, when you said that you could feel me trying to call you, but it was dim, and that was when we were in the same building, let alone separated by time and space.
You wouldn't have known that. You hadn't talked about it.
Oh, I thought she mentioned it to me.
No.
No.
Because you guys, when we
Stop metagaming, Misty.
No.
It's been a week.
But I would say
A
that.
week in quarantine time is like a month.
No.
I love you so much, but
Just
it's so
assume that
easy.
Laysap said
It's
that
just so
instead of
easy.
Misty.
Yeah.
You're easy.
Give me that you explaining it, Layseth, so that I can edit it in for the podcast later.
All right.
We don't have like phones or anything, like
No.
cell phones.
No.
And when Misty attempted to summon me, I could feel her. I could feel her calling me, but it was very weak, and we are in the same building, not separated by time and space.
There we go.
What is
Sorry.
time and space anyway? It's all some
Time is a
wibbly wobbly,
construct.
timey-wimey stuff.
Okay, doctor.
Oh, I'm not a doctor. Merely an enthusiastic amateur.
The voice in your head says, like, why are you answering me?
There's nothing unusual there. Is that Alistair? Are you calling?
God damn it.
Yes.
Never mind, I am. Sorry, I tuned that out. Yes, so, onwards, I
Yep.
suppose. We'll try and find Crow.
So as you're walking, you then stumble upon a room again. And you see someone standing there with the back to the mirror.
Keep
Oh,
going,
good.
keep going. Keep
This again. Let's just move past, shall we?
Or I could describe it more to you.
Yes.
It's
listen.
her. I think it's probably her. Maybe you should listen.
It's not the same creepy creature with the t-shirt and the jeans. It's a ripped up special agent outfit that you saw earlier today.
Okay.
Or is it?
Or is it?
Well,
Don't
let's-
trust me. I never lie to you.
Let's watch for a moment.
Yes.
Observe.
You see this person, and they seem to be breathing heavily. There's new cuts that had not been there before. And
God, she looks terrible.
she is staring intently at the door that is closed. And you are seeing the door, and it's like being banged on, and you could see it like trying to pop off hinges.
Does Silas's Samantha detector say that's actually her?
Yes.
Okay, Silas knocks on the inside of the mirror.
She whips around and looks.
I'm gonna try to break it with my big ass
Samantha!
16-foot tall lamp.
Don't worry, Agent Crow. It's merely the.
Yeah, she just hears someone screaming her name and then that.
She's gonna get
She
spooked
did-
pretty fucking hard, but then we can have her dip in with
Heart
us.
attack! No, I'm just kidding. She's too young for that. But she didn't hear anything that you were saying. She was reacting to the like banging on the wall or whatever it is that's behind her, but she doesn't. You're very much in a place that if you guys knew that you had been there, maybe as long as she had, you wouldn't be trusting anything. And she doesn't look like she is trusting what she is hearing.
How's it feel when I try to break the glass? Like,
Yeah, does she trust
impossible?
No, you're able to rear back, and you're a strong lad. You're a strong man.
Look at those
Yeah,
corded
shit, I am.
muscles.
You bust
A side
through.
of Kentucky beef. Look at him. Oh,
You bust through the window easily, or whatever it is, and you see whenever you look in, you see Samantha. And she's like, "What the fuck?"
hello.
And you see that you're actually looking in from the window.
Samantha, get in here.
Come on, we're going down the secret passages.
Oh,
We've come to rescue you.
well, that's very nice of you. Let's go. And she like takes off like what's left of her jacket to get over the broken glass that's on the seal. And she's in the hallway with you, but you still see that the door is like being banged against.
Continue on, Silas.
All right, let's go.
What did she do? Like climb out the window in her from her point of view?
Yeah, she
perspective?
climbed out to you.
Okay.
It's like Blue's Clues. She's like, "Who can do? Who can do?" And just disappears.
No,
Mr. Your
no,
Shadow,
so-
can you? Sorry,
so-
you carry on. Keep us-
Voice in my head.
Not real. Not real. Not real.
So whenever she did that, whenever you guys busted through that, it broke out where that light had been coming in that you guys saw before when you were in the room. So what was a outside window that looked into just a blinding light was actually more of a like stage lighting. And when you busted through like the mirror side that somebody was maybe watching through, it busted those lights and she can now get through.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Samantha, come with us. I think we're on some Silent Hill shit.
Perfect. Loved that game as a kid.
I don't understand that reference, but let's go anyway.
Neither do I, but let's press on regardless.
So
Perhaps one of you should leave a ward or something behind us if the door was being hammered down.
I was actually just thinking much the same. So
That's my
So-
girl.
as she hops over, as you guys are kind of having this small conversation and starting to move, the door does bust open.
go. I got this.
Yep.
And so I'll wait for everyone else to pass through as I raise a ward over
Okay.
the.
Use magic.
I use
Let's see
magic.
if you raise a word on it.
That is an 8.
All together?
Yes.
Great
5
answer.
plus 3 is 8.
Okay, that's great. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
So you're using magic on an 8, and it works imperfectly. So you're barring it. What's your glitch you want? The effect is weakened. The effect is of short duration. You take 1 harm, ignore armor. The magic draws immediate unwanted attention. It has a problematic side effect.
Ooh, that's tough. All of those.
I'm not sure what the problematic side effect would be, I suppose.
I think that's something like DP gets to just fuck.
Oh, that
Don't do
face.
that one. Don't do that one, please.
I think have it be a short duration.
Yes,
Basically-
just buy us some time.
basically to slow it down before as we go.
Okay. So you throw up this ward and you see like a shadowy creature. You can't really make out what it is, but it starts like slowly moving towards where you are.
And I can sense that the ward isn't going to last very long.
Of course. You know your magic. So you throw this up and you're like, "Ooh," and you start running, I would say. Probably trying to get others to move faster because you know it's not going to.
Is that thing gonna hold?
Yeah, and I'm behind everyone, so I can just be like, move, go.
My hips, I'm sorry, they're giving me trouble.
It'll hold, but it won't hold for long. So we don't have a lot of time. Let's go.
I'm shuffling as fast as I can, Misty.
I'm gonna turn and so weird is actually my best category. I'm gonna weird and I can't do magic because of my guy, and I'm gonna like put my palm on the wall and kind of like whisper something some ancient language, and basically I want to cast like some sort of spell that's like gonna make an alarm if something were to pass over, so we kind of have some sort of warning if they were to get into the walls to ward through. So I'll put up like my own ward that's like a word of warning.
Okay, so roll
and I'll roll
to
for weird.
magic. Let's see if you do this thing.
I think I will. 13.
Oh yeah, it.
Yeah.
That's a good
So-
roll.
So not only will this alarm go off and tell you, if something passes through it, you know that it will hurt that thing as well.
Okay.
Because you
Right.
did so well.
Let's go. If that ward of yours breaks, we'll at least know about it. And I'm
Enough.
like right in front of her, like running down the. Because I was kind of waiting back, like to see, just because I know I'm the other one in the party that could maybe help with magic. So I like waited it back a little bit to see
Yeah,
if ward was successful.
that is completely fine. So you all are running through these hidden passages. And you get to a part where there is a crossroads. You can either go left, right, or forward.
Ooh.
Well, I've been known to tread the left-hand path.
You're a wee bit sinister, are you?
Yes, something to that effect. Yes.
Not what I was going with, but okay.
Is Samantha just going with us, like trusting
is.
us 100%?
I'm not going to give her a choice.
She also doesn't see a reason not to trust you. It doesn't surprise her that you all were wrapped up in this as well. So you're going to go down the left path.
Is that what we decided?
That's what Silas decided, and
Left-hand
he's
Yeah,
he's leading technically.
Can I read a bad situation and try to figure out what way might be the best way out?
Sure.
No, I can't. That is a 5.
Mark
Roll
that
for
experience.
experience.
But
I
wait,
don't roll for it. It's
does
just
something
there.
bad happen?
No, not
Okay.
usually. So usually what happens with one of those,
Yeah.
because it only gives you options. Like I could have been like, you're
yeah.
attacked by all sides and now you're fucked, but I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I've got the
Appreciate it.
sheet up now, and
Yeah,
only
I
certain ones
like-
have bad shit happen if you roll bad.
Right. And if I was, I guess, an eviler creeper keeper, I could have done something.
You can throw like a
but
red herring out or something.
Yeah, but you don't know which way you're going, so you're going left.
All right.
Going to the left.
Hey,
you run-
more experience.
So you run down this hallway. As you have turned and have gone quite a distance, Shadow, you hear that alarm go off.
Go, 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 go!
Yeah. And
Is
you
there
That's
hear
the
also-
alarm. They're coming.
what?
Is there also like a boom as the booby trap goes off?
It's not really a boom because of the way that I pictured this kind of like magical trap happening. What happened was Shadow put this like ward out, and while it does trigger an alarm, it also triggers like part of the wall to become a spike and spikes into them.
Neat.
Yep.
We don't have much time. They're coming.
So you're running and you get to another one. You can go right, left, or forward.
All right. If this is a maze, then I think we use the trick of always keeping a hand on the same wall.
I'm gonna just literally rip a piece of my shirt and drop it on the floor where we're standing.
Okay.
Yeah.
At least we'll know if we're going in circles if we see this again.
Yep.
Leave a trail marker. Yes, that's a good idea.
So I think we're gonna go left again. And just like
Okay.
take the left turn whenever it's offered.
Okay.
As we walk,
that's
is
right.
it like drywall or is it like the wood parts?
It's like
Or is it drywall?
it's wood like panel, like the paneling that you see between walls.
Yeah.
Like
The
studs.
old plaster.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. As we walk, I'm gonna like hold the lead pipe as hard as I can, so it's kind of making a line indention along the wall, or in little nicks into the wood if it's not
Okay.
like a flat wall. Some sort of indication that like it could damage
You've
it.
been there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're doing that behind everybody with Misty.
It's probably an unsettling grinding sound as we're running from demons.
Yeah.
So
It's
you're.
Pyramid Head.
That'd be so scary.
You just said you didn't know what Silent Hill was.
I might have.
Tell us the truth, old man.
Look, I went to see it in the cinema. It was rather a crass film, I thought, but I did enjoy the Pyramid Head fellow.
So you're running down this hallway, and you get to a door. And I think that's where we're going to take our break.
Oh, good.
Hell yes, that is a very good ending to part 1 of the episode. Everyone will be back in 5. Is 5 good for everybody?
5 should be good, yeah.
All right, cool. We'll be right back, everybody.
Gotta take a wicked shit.
God damn it. Hi,
Hello, people.
Adam. You.
He did
Dragman,
actually-
you got
he did
this. Is
actually
your
count in
Dragman.
that
This
time.
is
That's
your
I
pretty
know,
good.
but
shit. I just had to
here's-
press the buttons. That's all I get to do on
Here's
this
the
one.
thing. He also doesn't. He like counts us down, but I don't know what the fuck to say. Like, what do you want from me?
You know,
Hi
peek behind the
everyone,
curtain.
welcome back to Roll for Weird.
We'll get this.
Cool.
Hey,
Just
hey,
thank
everybody,
you.
we'll get
Bickering.
this eventually. We'll get it down. It's like only our 5th or 6th stream so far, but we'll get it eventually.
To be fair, though, with the very first stream, we didn't know we were going to turn this into an ongoing thing.
True.
So the first one shouldn't count.
Yeah, the very first podcast episode goes, yeah, watch us just turn this into a podcast.
Okay. So you guys are at the store. What do you do?
I think it's up to Silas for that one.
It looks like one of those doors that you push to go into a stairwell.
Push it open.
Yes, let's do that because we need to go down or to try and find the garden.
As you push the door open, it's just stairs.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Up and
I
down.
like stairs. They're not monsters.
Downward stairs.
There's both. There's up and down.
Are there any sideways stairs?
No, there's no sideways stairs.
Thank Christ for that.
I have had that nightmare, though. I know I know where you're coming from.
Let's go down. I always enjoyed that.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
So you are running down the stairs. As you're running down the stairs, you hear like something that's like it sounds like crunching coming from the floors above you.
Someone's got into your combos, Filbert.
It sounds almost like somebody's like heavy steps on the stairs. Like it almost is cracking the cement as they walk.
Oh, well, fuck.
I think that means we should go faster. Let's go, go, go.
Run.
Yes. Quickly.
And you're running down the stairs, and you get from landing to landing. There aren't any doors going back into hallways until you get to one final landing, and there's one door.
Throw it open,
She
Silas.
seems
Let's
rather
go.
Limited. Yes, let's
Yeah.
go. Indeed.
So you quickly open the door, and you're standing in the garden.
Found it.
Finally.
Yeah,
Something went our way.
As,
Are
as,
we
as-
shutting the door?
I was going to say yes, and I want to put a ward over the door or something
Yeah.
to like lock it.
As soon as we turn, I was gonna go like, Misty, help me with this, and like my idea was to seal it off to where it's a wall, not a door.
Ooh.
So
I
you're
want to
both
try and
gonna
help you
use-
with that.
Yeah, like we turn around and we're like using magic together, and I'm like, Misty, help me with this.
Yeah, to basically like weld the door shut to it or turn it into a wall. I think weld it shut.
Yeah, Silas will
Maybe
help
with
that too.
3 of you guys trying it, maybe like a fake magic type thing.
No, I would say 2 of you roll to help.
Okay. I have a special thing for when I'm a helping hand. When I successfully help out, they get +2 instead of +1.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
And I have +3 to my weird for use magic.
Okay.
Yeah, I would think that Misty would probably be like the main. I picture
Yeah, I
Misty
think I'm
being like the main
channeling-
spellcaster of the group, right?
Yeah, I think I'm just channeling the small amount of magical energy I have into her, perhaps,
Okay.
while
Yeah.
she or attempting to, and then giving her the +2 to her roll.
Okay. Do you automatically give +2 if you're
Well,
or do you
it's-
Only
have to
if you-
roll it?
It
Only if
says
he
you
passes.
successfully help out, so
Okay.
is it
You got to roll
+4?
plus cool, right?
I'm pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I'm not.
Pretty
I'm not
cool.
very cool.
You are pretty cool.
10.
Nice.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
A flat 7.
Okay.
Kind of cool.
Kind of cool.
Above
I mean,
average.
It's better than an outright failure.
it's like an Adam Sandler of
Oh,
course.
you mean that? You mean the old guy? Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's all right.
So
Gary
here's
Busey
what
is cool.
happens when somebody rolls a 7 to 9. You give Misty the help, but you're also exposing yourself to danger. So as you are channeling this,
Wait, is he just exposing himself by Filbert now knowing like he's not just a normal guy?
no,
You've
that's
seen
not.
me do magic before.
Yeah.
But as you help Misty and as Misty roll your magic,
Okay, so it's +2 from Shadow, +1 from Silas,
But Silas
Three
may
weird.
get some damage.
Yeah.
and then I roll an 8, a base 8. So that's
So that's good. That's
14.
an 11.
that's
Oh, yeah.
14.
Oh,
for
14
me.
plus
So
your shit.
you basically, whenever the door disappears, it's just like a steel wall shows up.
Oh, hell yeah.
But, Silas, as you are helping out, you feel something grab its claws into your back.
Ah! My back!
It's been a while, Lanky. You hear Piggy say.
Piggy, you bounder, this isn't you at all. It can't be. You'd never stab me in the back, my old comrade.
And Silas is going to try and snap the elbow over his shoulder.
Well, it's in your lower back. It's not like.
Well, he's going
up
to try
here.
and
Are you gonna try
wrench
and
it out
grab?
and then like,
Okay.
Judo.
Old
Roll
person judo.
the mass. I feel is like what that would
yep.
be.
I get to, because my very first level up, I get to use weird to kick
Oh,
ass
yeah.
instead of tough.
I remember.
And that's an 11.
Okay.
Nice.
So on kick some ass with a 10 plus, you get to choose one extra effect. You gain the advantage, take one forward or give one forward to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm +1. You suffer less harm -1. You force them where you want them.
I guess, could I like force them where I want them to?
Yeah.
To me, knock them prone. Sort
Yeah.
Of thing.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, let's
So
do that then.
weirdly, this elderly man has grabbed this arm, broken it, and then thrown this creature onto the floor.
Ha
And he is on his back looking down at you. This does look like Piggy, but he seems off. Like his features don't seem the same. Like they're almost like just hanging on this body.
This isn't my friend. The real Piggy would have expected such a maneuver from me. We trained in and out combat for many hours.
Yes. So you see as like, and as you had broken its arm, you see that it's like twitching and starting to like pop itself back into place.
Somebody
And-
help me kill this thing.
I will.
Do we see it?
Yeah, you all see it.
Okay.
I will hit it with my sword.
Okay. So roll some kick some ass.
Is 7 plus 2 is 9.
Okay. You would both inflict harm on each other.
All right. Well,
So you'd
By
get
the way,
one.
harm.
how many harm have I taken total? 2, is it, from the initial attack and then?
So the
Fine.
initial attack was kind of just like a surprise.
Okay.
So I'd say that you only basically took 1.
Okay. Thank you. I'll note
You're
that.
welcome. I'm
And,
actually hurting people tonight. What up with that?
Does that
I
ignore
know.
my does that also ignore my immortality? So
I would
minus one
say
to harm.
so. That's why I gave you 1 instead of 2. So
Alright.
so it would have just been a 2, but because you had the whole -1 to pain.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Just making sure.
Yeah.
So it will get 3 harm.
Holy
That's
hell.
And
Okay.
fire and holy.
Shit. Okay.
So
it actually takes more than that. Because of
excellent.
your holy magic. And it looks terrible. And it would have, as you like hit it with the sword, it would have raked its claw up your arm. And it's starting to have more of those features of those creatures that were like walking backwards towards you. Still kind of twitchy, still kind of, but it seems like somehow they were given the personality of this piggy person.
I do not like this thing.
It looks terrible, and it's bleeding, but not the same color of blood as the rest of you. I don't know. Does your blood glow, Danny? I don't understand how divine works.
It. I think coming from her, it's more of a silver color.
Austin,
better-
write that on your sheet.
Better write that down with things that you know about Lisa.
Yes,
Silver blood. Okay.
she's
That
got some
unicorn
silver
blood.
Unicorn
Yes,
blood.
essentially.
Yeah. Filbert,
So is
Shadow?
this thing's still kicking.
It is, but it looks not
It looks bad.
great.
I'm gonna-
Yeah, and instead of saying the words that it was saying to you before, it was just making that screeching sound.
I wanna smack with my lamp.
Sure. Do it, coward.
Ooh. So kick some ass is tough. Do
Mhm.
we get to do anything instead of tough? Cause
You don't.
ooh, but though, oof.
Adam, what did you roll, man?
Oof. Dragon
Pins
bait,
and needles,
though.
man.
What'd you roll?
What was it?
Oof.
Adam,
That's not a number.
words.
You roll like a 2 or something?
Snake eyes.
Well, I mean, like if we want to like get into the numbers of it, I
Well,
mean, I
that's
guess
what this game is about.
like the like number wise, I guess I rolled a 4 and my tough is -1, so some might say a 3. Oof.
Mark that experience down, my friend.
Or spend a luck point. Up to you.
Nah, I'll fucking hit it with my shitty lamp.
Oh, you're
He has-
using a luck point?
No,
He
no, no,
hasn't
no,
seen-
no, no.
he
I'm just
hasn't
gonna,
seen the
I'm
light.
just gonna. No, I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
take
miss.
it. I don't want to
Okay.
spend my luck because you don't get more luck. In
You
the
do
whole
not.
Game. Yeah, so I don't want to use those.
I don't want to do it, Mom and Dad.
Apparently, I've
when-
used the luck already too, and that kind of scares me. I don't remember using it, but
It was in the very first episode because all of us thought it was going to be a
oh
one
fuck
shot.
me!
We got an amnesty on those. We
Yeah,
got
I
an amnesty
did.
on those.
You can take those back because I
Oh.
told you guys that you.
Hell yes, awesome! I will take that back.
Yeah. Because we didn't know that we were going to have this as a podcast, and I thought
So
it
we
was
were just
unfair.
like all marking
just
spelling
all the
willy
time.
nilly.
Yeah.
Used it all.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you tried to hit this creature. It kind of like scooches away, and you
Pretty
missed.
easily, I think.
I think what actually happened was you were also distracted as you were like, "Hey, Filbert," coming from beside your ear.
Yeah.
Did any of us hear it that time, or was it just Filbert?
Nope, none of you have heard it yet.
So
What are you doing? Sorry.
I take damage then, right?
No, that's only if you each hit each other.
Oh, if I completely fail, I don't.
No, I'm just saying. I figured you like this thing just dodged out of your way.
Okay. Yeah, you know,
They'll
you're
hold it
right.
up to
Yeah,
shut it
it
down.
says on a 7+, you both take damage, but yeah, it doesn't say anything under a 7. Ooh, okay,
That's true.
cool.
Yeah.
Heck yes.
Would you like me to
No,
have you
please
rip out your
don't. I
ear?
really thought I was gonna get killed right now.
Yeah.
So
How
Shadow-
go ahead.
Shadow. So I have a thing called Mystic, and every time I use magic, I get +1 forward.
Okay.
Every time. So I feel like that kind of translates character-wise. Like the more I use magic, the better I get at it in small bouts. And so I feel like when I see him like getting, like I feel like he's about to get killed or something, like Filbert. Is there a way I could like just try to like put some sort of magical energy into like my attack when I'm hitting him with this pipe? And it's like I'm trying to focus my magic instead of focusing like my normal fighting skills.
Yeah, so I would say, because this is a very specific kind of thing, I would say that you would need to make 2 rolls. You need to
Yeah.
use magic and kick some ass.
Okay.
And your pluses go to your using magic.
Yeah. So use magic's the +1 I know.
Okay.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, so you do what you want. So what kind of magical effect are you wanting?
I was just thinking like some sort of magic, like a force that like would knock the creature backward away from him.
Okay.
Concussive damage.
So I would say that probably what this would do would be inflict harm, basically. Actually, it would be enchant a weapon because you're like just doing it.
Mhm.
And I know that I told you earlier you needed things for it, but it's kind of
One rule for Shadow.
No,
one rule
no,
for me.
no. You know what? I won't. I won't
see
do
how
that.
it is.
I won't do that. I will
no,
say that
do what you like. It's fine.
I will
be
tell
like,
you that even if you don't hit it with kick some ass, it will do damage with the magic. So it'll still be a +1 to damage.
Okay.
So now kick some ass, Shadow.
Oh, wait. Oh yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you want me to add my tough or do you want me to do magic?
Do which one's better for you?
Weird.
Do the weird for this one.
Especially now.
This may not be what it's in the rules. I don't care. I think this is kind of
Well, if I'm using magic instead of my normal ancient fight, because I literally have mystic and ancient fighting arts as like moves.
Yeah.
And so I chose to use mystic, so it's like I'm trying to use magic instead of my skill.
Yeah.
I really rely on. So if I am using magic, that's going to be an 11 total.
Okay. So with an 11, so you can take the advantage, inflict terrible harm, suffer less harm, or force them where you want them.
Well, my intention was to knock him off.
Okay. So they would, well, it wasn't actually like trying to attack Filbert.
Mm-hmm.
It just got out of Filbert's way, but as you stepped in, I would say that you would have like almost like baseballed its face, and the body just flings across the room and hits the wall that you just put up. What?
To modify that for my turn, if it's not already dead, can I just be like still holding onto its wrist, so as he bats it, it rips its arm off?
Yeah, it's dead. I mean, he hit it with enough shit that it's dead. But as
so it's just been holding onto the wrist.
Yeah. Your very old man friend, Filbert, has just held this creature's hand, and it was ripped from its arm.
Wow.
Don't worry about him, he's harmless.
Oh.
I shouldn't have let you do that!
And that's why he wanted to.
God damn it.
You didn't know I knew judo, did you?
Well, now that's
Are you
over.
impressed, Filbert?
What did you do this
Go on,
card?
feel that.
Well, that is pretty good.
At least holds out the dead arm.
Go on, feel it. That's my little joke.
Then just throws it
Right.
into the rose bush or whatever in the garden.
So I'm gonna look around now that I have a moment to catch my breath. Do I see anything that looks like what Silas and I saw when we were here earlier?
Signs of your mother?
Well, that, but also like any familiar topiaries or anything like that.
This is the same, like, it feels like you walked through the same door. Because the fountain is there, you see that it's like a beautiful park kind of area. You see the trees, the flowers, everything is just gorgeous here.
All right, well, let's try not to attract too much attention here because Silas and I were here earlier and we got bamfed back to our room.
Remember, the spirits here are trapped.
And if they're like my mother, they're trapped in a loop.
Yes,
Because-
unaware.
She saw me and recognized me, but thought that I was about this tall. And I gesture like around my hip. Because she kept looking down as if she were talking to me there.
Jane mentioned that as well, that they are trapped in a time that is not now.
I don't suppose she had any recommendations for how to break them free of it.
No. But she said that she is not the only one here. Clearly your mother is here.
Yes.
Silas, I believe your friend must be as well.
Iggy, yes. Or some reflection of him.
Right. I think we should look around, but not get separated.
Do you recall where we heard or saw this voice, the director character, before?
It was so we saw my mother at the fountain, right?
Yeah, so you had walked around it and she was like standing not right at the fountain, but like along the pathway there. And she was
Yeah,
standing a little farther away.
and I'll gesture over to where we had found her before. Is she still there?
She is not.
Okay, so I'll gesture over to that spot and breathe a little sigh of relief that she isn't actually there at the moment.
You would also have remembered that whenever you heard the director's voice, it sounded like it was coming from everywhere, not a particular pinpoint area. That's just where you guys had been standing when you heard him.
Yes. So we were standing there when we heard him, but aside from that,
What do we see when we look up?
You see what kind of looks like a dome,
ooh,
and it's like 100 feet up. It's so high. And it looks like it's gridded, but there's like no sky. You don't see anything outside of that.
gridded like a catwalk.
More like a honeycomb.
Interesting.
Yeah.
This feels like a stupid question, but whatever. What does the hotel look like when we look back at it?
You don't see it.
What door were we sealing then?
You saw a door, like whenever you came through, and you know that in this place, doors seem to lead just to anywhere. But when you look back, it looks like that's where the dome is ending. So you see now just like a steel like wall where you put to block that door.
Well,
But you don't see a building, you see the dome and nothing outside the dome.
interesting. Why don't we look for another door?
I believe we should also be on the lookout for the spirits that are trapped here. Samantha,
Yes.
were you visited by a spirit?
I have not been visited by a spirit, but I have been hearing things.
Is it a familiar person?
It is.
Is it someone who has passed?
She nods. My father's voice keeps coming.
We may encounter him here. You should prepare yourself for that.
She nods.
Shadow,
Yeah.
who are
Is
you
it?
looking for?
I mean, I was visited by a dog I used to have when I was a kid. I mean, I loved him and everything, but based on what I heard from the rest of you, it kind of sounds like I got off easy.
I don't know about that. You must have had some strong emotional attachment to this animal. Otherwise, the whatever intelligence it is behind this wouldn't have pulled it from your memories.
Yeah, I guess it's the only living
It is
thing
not-
I've ever fully trusted.
It's not for us to judge the grief of another.
Then we should watch for a dog. I imagine you would like to rescue that spirit as well, yes?
Yeah, if possible.
Filbert,
Yeah.
And we all just like turn and look at him.
I'm just kind of like looking around my big lamp. Yeah,
The-
what can I help you with?
the director has apparently mined our memories and found someone close to us who has passed and placed their spirit here. Can you think of anyone? Has anyone visited you while we were here?
Yeah, look, I know, like, we need to, if at all possible, I don't really like talking about it, so if if it comes down to it, I can handle it myself. But
Would you mind giving us an idea of the type of spirit we should be looking for?
I mean, it'll be a little boy. But just I'll try to take care of it myself. If that's okay.
Once we determine what we need to do, certainly I don't think there's any problem with each of us handling
In our ghosts
our own
ourselves.
if it is something we can do. I want us to be aware so that if perhaps you don't notice a little boy, one of us can point out the spirit to you here in the garden.
Yeah, I think amongst the five of us, I think it's just gonna be. I think mine's the only one that I think I'll stand out. The little boy, but other than that, I think we can just try to save as many as we can. But
All right.
We'll respect your wishes, Filbert. And sort of Silas sort of turns to Misty and sort of quietly says, "Look, I know it may be difficult for you if you want me to be there with you. You simply need to say the word."
Well, I don't think any of us should be separated very far, especially in a place like this. So, one way or the other, I guess we face the ghosts of our past. Shall
Well
I take a
then.
direction?
Yes, let's begin looking.
I guess we just go systematically from one corner to another, sort of try and comb it.
Corners in a dome.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. Imagine a grid reference.
So as you step around around the fountain towards where your mother had been, there is a path that leads through like trees now,
Okay.
and you start walking that direction.
And I'm on edge, looking around, trying
Right.
to figure out what's going on.
You do see like there are times where you're like looking and you see things moving through the trees. It's light, like silhouettes, not anything that's actually like any figure that you would recognize.
Okay.
The hell is this place? It's crazy. It's like nothing I've ever even imagined.
Yes, and I've never, I've never read of anything quite like this, or Alistair never told me, or Grigori never even spoke of such things to me in my past. Truly, this is power beyond mortal comprehension.
It's like we're stuck in some hell or purgatory.
Yes, it does rather.
What if we
seem like
died?
something from the writings of Dante.
it's like that episode of Lost.
Do you know?
I'm not familiar with that particular program.
We've been watching it in the bunker. You should join us.
Yeah, Silas, you really need to pay more attention while we're during our TV time. We watched
Well,
all
you know me,
6
I-
seasons. hope
I
there's
usually,
seasons.
I usually have a book. I'm just happy to be invited.
Yeah, I fell off after season 2.
Do you know what I didn't? Do you know what I wonder? Were the spirits brought here recently, or have they been here since they died?
They were brought here recently.
Interesting. So this was a trap set for us.
For us, or possibly by us unintentionally.
How do you mean?
I don't know if we were necessarily chosen to be here, but because we ended up here, the spirits were drawn here.
Trapped by our own psyche. We're merely.
Oh, that's terrible.
Isn't it?
What's
I'm not
Samantha
sure.
doing?
She is walking with you guys, keeping an eye out as well. She seems very on edge, but she also looks the worst to wear out of all of you.
Keep your pecker up, Agent Crow.
My pecker?
Yes. Expression, the stiff upper lip. You know?
That is not what that would mean in this country, sir.
Don't worry about him. He's from across the pond. Samantha, how many people did you come here with?
I came here with 4 other people.
Like Seth, you said maybe this trap was set for us, but what about those 4 people? I mean, they're dead, right? Right, Samantha, you said you saw them perish.
I did.
So was the trap also set for them? Just random agents? I mean, they're not connected to us in any way.
It's possible.
Except Agent Crow, the branch of the Federal Bureau of Investigation you work for, deals with the para and supranormal. Am I correct?
Yes, we do.
And the order to which you belong, Shadow, and by extension, we as associates of that order fight against such paranormal and supernormal occurrences. What if something is trying to gather all of its eggs into one basket, so to speak?
Trap everyone that could possibly fight it.
Yes.
Well, that's a horrifying idea.
Well, as you know, your own father has gone missing. Institutions under attack, so we are given to understand. Perhaps this is but one arm of a many-tentacled being reaching throughout the sources of good in the world.
Hey, BB, you think they orchestrated this just to take care of us for what? Because we stopped some changelings? We helped the dairy farm? I mean,
what about this
what
prophecy
threat are we?
You're always banging on about?
Sweet child, you are destined for so much more than that. Why do you think I am with you?
The whole reason you didn't kill me was because you said I factored into some kind of prophecy. Perhaps it's something to do with that.
Maybe, but
It honestly wouldn't surprise me if those sorts of things were put into our paths to make us stronger, to deal with whatever we are meant to deal with.
Whatever it is, I want to kill this thing and burn this bloody hotel to the ground.
Oh, believe me. And Missy's fingers glow for just a second.
well, I guess we better start figuring something out.
I don't know. I guess the only thing we can, unless somebody's got another suggestion, we keep following the path.
Yeah, that's my thought.
Okay. So as you follow the path, it opens up into a more of a what looks like a gathering area, and you do see there are people walking, not the creatures that you saw before. They're not twitching, they're just kind of, and while they're moving, it seems more like they're kind of gliding across the grounds.
Do we recognize them?
Some of them, yes. There are others that you do not recognize. You see Jane. You see your mother. You see Piggy. You see a dog. Sweet boy. And you see a few others that you do not recognize. And there among them is also a little boy.
So none of them seem to be acknowledging us at all at this point.
They do not acknowledge you, and it doesn't seem like they're threatening at all.
I don't think they're real. They're just illusions, tests, distractions.
From what Lyseth said, it's exactly the opposite. They are the spirits, but trapped in a time loop.
That would seem to be borne out by our experiences with your poor mother earlier, as loath as I was to believe it.
I think the only way we're gonna free all of them is to just bring this whole place down. I think we, for now, need to just ignore them, continue on. I think we need to find either Peter or Peter's master and bring this whole place crumbling down. I mean, it's not like we're gonna be able to grab up 1 or 2 of these spirits at a time and scoop them up and free him out, we're gonna have to shut this whole place down.
I think Peter's behind all of this. There's something about him.
Peter's a minion.
I mean, what kind of thing are we dealing with? What kind of being is so powerful that it can not only entangle us here, but souls, lost souls, people who have already passed, bring them back here to just torture them here in like some sort of interdimensional prison?
I mean, it pains me to even suggest this, but the only being I can conceive of that would be so powerful would be a god.
I was
Or
gonna say this seems like a good time to investigate a mystery. I don't think any of us have rolled that yet.
Because you haven't had a chance.
Yeah,
because
can
there's
I
That's
now?
not the name of the show.
No.
It's not
We've
roll for
rolled a lot of
investigate.
weird.
Jeez.
Yeah, this
Because
isn't
one of the
Sherlock.
questions is, what kind of creature is it? And I would very much like to ask that if possible, if I can roll well.
So the thing is about that as well is you wouldn't really know, so I can only give you so much information about what you have learned in the process. If that helps you at all, Adam, on what question you might ask me. I know a lot of these are like, oh yeah, but I mean, I can only give you so much information, so that I can't just be like, it's a dragon, and you've not seen anything that's
guys,
connected.
she gave it away. It's a dragon.
Well, what if we asked then, what is being concealed here?
I'm looking at
Yeah.
this list of questions, and I think all of them would be to be asked if we can roll well.
Well, but okay. So my thought is that, and this is kind of meta, but whatever. My thought is that the director is kind of like the Wizard of Oz, in that we could maybe find him. Maybe there's somewhere he's
It's
hiding.
behind a curtain.
Speaking into a stage manager's microphone, which is referred to as the voice of God in theater.
5 minutes. Thank you, 5.
Thank you, 5.
Yeah, I would like to
So-
roll an investigative mystery. If
Okay,
possible.
I'm just
Pay no attention
telling
to the man
you.
behind the
Yeah,
curtain.
I know. I'm gonna be kind of limited a little bit, but I would still like to try if I can.
Yeah.
So I'm going to roll. I got an 8, and I think that's your plus sharp, right? It
Yes.
is plus sharp, which Filbert's pretty sharp. Plus 2, so 10.
Cool beans. So you get to ask me 2 questions, sir.
I'm gonna see what you can give me with what sort of creature it is. I know
Okay.
you're not gonna be able to just come out and say it's a dragon.
No,
I know it's a
no.
dragon, but whatever.
It's not a dragon. Don't do that. I'm dragon. It's me, everybody. I am the creature.
Well,
The creature was inside us all along.
The creature of the friends we've made along the way.
I mean, any good GM is frequently referred to as the god of the game. So sure.
So, from what you've gathered, you do know that this is very powerful magic. You also know that it's a lot of dark magic. These creatures that you have seen have been described in books before, and they come from like the deepest pit of hell. And you've heard of things that can mimic people's voices, try and draw you. What's very difficult is you don't know what would be able to hold spirits, to take spirits out of a resting place that you would assume that all of these people were in. But you do know that there is somebody behind the curtain controlling it all.
Well, my next question then would be, where did it go?
So this one is also kind of a difficult question to answer because you have not seen this person. But as you are scanning the area, you do see a familiar dark mist moving through the trees, heading in a specific direction.
Guys, I don't know if this is like the thing that's doing all this or whatever, but I don't know if you see that right there? It's not just like a reflection in my eyes, right? That's the mist moving in those trees, right? It's like got a form to it.
When he points it out, do we see it?
Oh yeah.
Well,
And
It looks like the thing that was coming through the door whenever you threw up the ward.
interesting. And that's the only iteration of that creature that we have seen here
Yes.
in this dome area.
Yes.
Well, let's find out where it's going.
yes, let's follow it.
Okay. You're going to follow it. And you are slowly moving through you're leaving the path and going through the woods to follow it. Yes.
The woods.
Into the woods. Yes. The musical version of Roll for Weird. Here we are.
There we go.
If you go down in the woods today.
Oh, jeez. So, you're trying to be stealthy. All of you guys are trained in being the hunters that you are. If you made a lot of noise, you'd all be dead as it is. Silas just Dracula
Nosferatu
creeps.
through the-
Yeah.
forest.
Nosferatu creeps through the forest. You get to this place and you see like the mist kind of like shimmer and go away, and you see a man, and he slips through a door and it closes behind him.
Does it remain?
It does. It's still there.
Okay. Like, what kind of building is this door on?
The dome, man.
No,
It's-
no kind.
What kind of a door does it look like? Does it look like something that would go out to like the stairs, or is it like a turn handle with a nice door, or what does this door look like?
It looks like a like a wooden door, almost like one that would lead to an office in a building of some fancy person.
I think we should go quickly before it disappears.
I agree.
I agree.
Yeah, I'll follow fast.
Okay. So you all rush the door and you open it. And you are in not a pitch black room, but a dark room. And you see, and it's very different from where you have been before. There are screens sitting in front of a desk on a wall. You don't see the guy in here.
What's on the screens?
It is cameras of everything that you have experienced since you started. There's one in the lobby. There's one in the dome. They're everywhere. And there's one screen with a man sitting in a chair. It's slightly obscured. You can't really see what he looks like, but you can definitely see shadowy male features. And he seems to be looking at you all.
Like, through the monitor? Like, he's like looking straight at the camera?
Yes.
Face us, you coward.
Oh. You're not ready to face me. And it is not the same voice as the director.
Who are you?
I'm just a guy that likes to have a little fun. And you all are so fun.
Yeah, thanks, Moriarty. I could do without.
Interesting character choice, but I can see it.
Who the hell are you? What do you want with us?
Oh, I just want you to stop.
Stop what?
Oh, the divine. You know what I want you to stop. Stop hunting my creatures. Stop playing investigators. Just stop.
How far is he?
He is monitor. That's it.
Oh, okay.
You
Yeah,
do
yeah.
not know where he is.
I mean, if you want us to stop, I mean, you could. Surely you're saying we're not ready to face you, so I mean, you could just stop us, right?
That's why I have people. I'm not going to waste my time on you. But I did want to see what it was that you all could do. You're very good. Better than the last team was here, though it looks like one of them survived.
Not even looking, I'm going to reach over and put a hand on Samantha's shoulder because I imagine she's pissed.
Looks pissed.
Yeah.
She looks terrible and she looks pissed.
Just like reach over. Nope. Will not do anything to attack the monitor. Stay put.
Look, all I'm saying is it's going to be pretty boring for you if we were just stuck in this room for eternity until we all starve to death. So either...
You're not stuck.
All right, so either you help us get out of here and you can, torment us however in the future, or you could come face us and obviously you think you can just like kill us whenever, so... I don't know how entertaining it's going to be for you to just like watch us starve in this room for the next 8 to 10 days.
Oh, I think that'd be very entertaining. Humans are so interesting. Wouldn't you agree, Divine?
You interest me.
Oh, such
how
a
interesting are
compliment.
you going to find it when I pull your intestines out through your nose, you bastard?
You've been around for a while, young man.
Long enough to know that you're full of shit.
Full of shit, am I? That's fine.
I don't believe a word you say, deceiver.
Ooh.
That's fine. You don't have to believe what I say. But know that you're not stuck here. Know that I am letting you go. And you have a choice. You can give up and stop doing what you've been doing, all of you. Or you can die. Eventually. Slowly. But I will make sure that I take away everything from you before it happens.
But what does it matter? We're already dying. Slowly, eventually. Fuck you!
And already losing everything that we have anyway. That's the nature of life.
I'm already dead. I've buried my children. I've buried my parents. I don't know what more you can take from me, but I assure you of this. I'm going to find what you are, and I'm going to end you. I will do everything in my unholy power to tear you down from whatever lofty tower you've positioned yourself in and rend you into fine pieces to be picked over by the carrion birds.
What my friend here is saying is, it sounds like you're looking for a challenge. It sounds like you have maybe grown bored with your position. How about this? How about, you said you're already going to let us go. To make things more entertaining for you, maybe even for us too, who knows? I mean, you should at least give us, maybe a sliver of a hint. Just to up the ante, make things a little bit more interesting, give us a little bite to chase you down, hunt you. Isn't that what you're looking for? You're looking for the chase, right?
Because something very interesting about the very clever, they need an audience.
And I guarantee you will have an audience with us five. We will indeed hunt you. If that's what you wish, we will try to find you and hunt you. And I think you will probably make a game of it. Sure shit, as soon as we find you, you'll probably be able to fucking kill us all dead with a snap of your fingers. But it'll be fun for a minute, won't it?
I have other plans. Other audiences, if that's what you want to call them. But I just want you to stop. You could all live happy lives away from monsters and demons. Aren't you guys tired of always fighting creatures of the night? Some of you are creatures of the night, some of you are divine. But in the end, is it worth it? It's a thankless job. All of you.
I think the very idea that you're trying to convince us of this rather reinforces the position that it is worth it. Because why go to this effort? We will resist you, and we will prevail.
Those who can stand and fight against creatures of darkness have to. For those who can't.
So you can play your games, and spin your lies, and do whatever it is you wish with your apparent omnipotence. But if you're going to let us go, then bloody well do it and stop prattling on.
While all this is going on, Lasith wants to look at the screens,
Okay.
looking for any cables. Are they connected to anything?
They are all connected to like a board that looks like it's used to monitor the screens.
But not like a computer.
No. It seems like maybe a lot of this was done remotely.
Okay.
I told you that you could leave. I told you that you could walk out. And you can. I am not here to keep you. I am a very busy man. But you piqued my interest. And I thought I'd give you a warning.
And why do you hide behind a screen like a coward?
Because I have business to take care of. And with that, the screen goes black.
What a frightful bore.
Well, if we can walk out, then let's walk out.
Yeah, do we see like a way to leave?
You have the single door that you walked through.
Here's my question, though. If we leave, are they still trapped? That is not an eternity that I would wish on someone that I love.
No. All we can do is open the door and see.
I suppose. All right, I'm gonna turn around and go over to the door.
Okay.
And I'm actually gonna put my hand on it first to see if there's any like big temperature variance between this room and that.
Not really. It's a solid wooden door. It seems very stable, more stable than even the like hall doors that you were in earlier.
All right, I'll glance at the others, and if they don't stop me, I'm going to open the door.
Okay, you open the door. You all see sunlight come in. Normal, slightly warm sunlight. Sorry, Silas.
I'm actually going to open the door as wide as I possibly can and let as much sunlight into the room as possible. Sorry, Granddad. And like stop and look back at the room.
Okay. So as you do that, as you guys are kind of blinded by the light for a little bit.
Revved up like a deuce.
Even in character is Silas. He's still
Revved up like a deuce, another runner in the night.
So as you look back into the room, you are looking back at a hotel lobby. Old, decrepit. Nothing there. It does not look like the place that you were before.
Does anyone want me to set it on fire? Because I very happily will.
I think with even on the off chance that our past loves are still in there, I think we may as well not risk it.
Mightn't it be a greater evil to leave this place standing ready to ensnare any other poor sods who get drawn into this blasted place?
I will say this. For those of you who know magic, and is in touch with magic, this place no longer feels magical. It does not feel like the same place that you were in before.
I suppose this was then some kind of conduit, or place of transference to this other realm, whatever it was.
Oh yeah, like I said, some Silent Hill shit.
Yes. And as for our dearly departed friends and family, I fear that we won't be able to rescue them until we can vanquish whatever that intelligence was that was holding them there.
but we'll get them eventually. And we know this. We know he's afraid of us. Or else why would it matter if we stopped?
Exactly. Precisely my point. When I was soapboxing, I suppose, against that thing, there's no point in believing the thing. Why to go to the effort of talking to us and trying to dissuade us from interfering in its plans if there's no chance of us succeeding? Why bother? They could have just kept us there forever.
And especially you. And like Seth, you've been around for how many hundreds of years and you've never heard of him till now, yet he claims to hold dominion over every dark creature that we've slayed. Doesn't add up.
Certainly not under the name the director. I suppose that would bear further research.
He wasn't the director. That wasn't the voice that we heard, remember?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but after we get out of here, maybe you should contact that Crowley. Maybe he would know more.
Ooh.
I suppose it's worth a shot. He's a man of rather more experience than I. Perhaps even Grigori.
Or what of Rasputin, as you claim that he's still living?
Well, not necessarily living as you understand it, but yes, certainly he's able to correspond with me. I suppose we should try.
Let's get out of here.
Yes.
How the hell did we even get here in the first place? I don't.
Your car is out front, Misty.
And okay, I was wondering about that, and I was also wondering if my wand and other accoutrements were in there.
Yeah, they're all in the trunk.
What
Usually
about
where
my
you-
motorcycle?
Did you? Oh, so would you have taken the motorcycle, or would you?
He always takes the motorcycle.
Yeah, because the
That's
five
not always.
of us
fine.
can't fit, right? What
yeah.
does she drive?
A Super Forester. 5
We
people
did
can fit,
this
but it's very
last
tight.
time.
Not
Yeah.
comfortably.
Yeah.
As we start walking towards it, Lyseth calls shotgun. To see
Of course
if
she
it
does.
feels normal again.
It does. Everything is the way it should be. Samantha is limping out and is walking over to the
Yeah, we're
three
gonna have to give her a
cars.
lift, I'd guess.
No, she has a
Alright.
car there, but she has they had agents. There was more than just her.
I was gonna say, I imagine there's more than 3 cars because
She only had a team of a certain amount, but they had brought other equipment that didn't make it in with them.
there are 3 FBI cars over there.
Yeah, they're not marked, but you can tell that she's slowly walking that direction.
Just black Lincolns.
I get out of the car and walk up to her,
Okay.
and I want to lay on hands to try to heal her.
There it is.
Okay, roll that.
I'm going to
That
desperately.
is 10 plus 1 is 11.
Okay. What is that? Did you just heal her then, right?
I heal her. Yes.
Oh. Thank you, Lyseth.
You're welcome.
We really need
Um,
to stop running into each other this way.
Perhaps we should go about it in a more intentional fashion next time.
Maybe.
I rather imagine we'll be seeing quite a lot of each other if I'm correct in my assumption that we were being gathered there to be picked off or tested in some way.
It
Tested is what it sounded like.
would seem so. And it seemed like he thought I was dead.
So perhaps he is not as all-knowing as he claims to be.
It's an odd place. Maybe he couldn't have eyes everywhere.
Well, we need something to call him. We can't just call him the weird person in the monitor. I vote for the spider. Anyone else?
What about just fuckhead?
I like that. Fuck
I
it.
mean,
Jeff?
fuckhead certainly has a certain ring to it, but
Lord Jeff Fuckhead.
The spider.
There we go. We
Master
got
of
it. We don't need
darkness.
to even talk about it no more.
like I said, he reminds me a great deal of Moriarty, the spider with webs in 1,000 places.
Yes.
Lord Jeff Fuckhead in my notes.
Okay.
That's what you get.
I.
Hey,
hope-
Samantha,
Yes, sir.
why don't you come on back to our my bunker and we'll I think there's some things we can share with you. I think now we've met on 2 different hunts. You've helped us, we've helped you. I think it's time that we share some things with you and you share some things with us, if that's okay.
She looks at Shadow. Because she knows how he would react if an FBI agent was asking about his stuff.
I think he wants to share his Reddit page with you.
Look, we're getting thrown together by this thing who is hunting people who hunt the things that go bump in the night. I think it's smart to consolidate our forces as much as we can. Stand together or fall one by one.
I think it's also smart if I keep it from my organization.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yes,
Because
I have
anybody you
absolutely no
share this
desire.
with, they're going to be a target. They're going to get hunted.
I'm still doing this, by the way.
I figured you were, honey.
So just come with us. We can swing by Chili's. They're open now. I think they open at 8 a.m., so we can swing by.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. They don't serve breakfast.
Hey, this is Fantasy Chili's. They open at 8.
Gilbert, don't you tease me like that.
Why don't we go to, like, Bob Evans or something? I could really use some breakfast.
Okay, if y'all are
think
sure
we're
that
good
Chili's
snacks?
doesn't
Stop
open
at
at
a
8
gas
a.m.
station and get me a hat and some sunglasses, please.
You would have that in the car. You
Yeah.
all
Okay.
backups.
I would absolutely have those stashed
Yeah.
in the
You hear like a
kit.
faint. You start to hear a faint sizzling, and then Silas is like scrabbling for the keys from Misty to get into the car.
Here.
It would be. So here's the thing: because you didn't have anything, your car is unlocked. The keys are on the seat.
Okay.
You're good.
I'm going to like desperately grab a cigarette out of the little leather satchel things on the side
Oh,
of my
yeah.
motorcycle.
All your cigarettes are there.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, and well, and if my things are on like the front seat, I'm gonna pick up my wand and just turn it over, slip it back into its sheath on my belt.
Yeah.
I would like to pop the trunk and just give my shotgun a little tickle and then close the trunk.
Sure, you do that, man. I will let you tickle your shotgun, which sounds so gross.
Dragon bait. It didn't sound that bad
Silas-
until you said.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Silas watches Filbert handle his mighty weapon.
And it just keeps getting worse. And now that we're out of the spooky hotel, we get the dick
The
joke.
pressure relief valve's been turned.
Had the visual.
Yeah.
So I will say how this particular ends is with all of you going to get breakfast.
Hell yes.
At
Yeah.
Bob
And
Evans?
do we? So it wasn't
Wherever you
Chili's.
want.
So it was Bob Evans. I think it was right.
Chili's
Yeah, I
doesn't
guess
open
so.
until 11.
Okay.
Take it from someone who worked there for far too
Thanks,
many
Tiana,
years.
the ex-Chili's expert. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, I think that's a good ending. Us at Bob Evans. What's your wrap-up shit, Dragon Bait? You've got some questions for us, don't you?
Wrap up shit.
Oh,
Well, no, I mean,
jeez.
actually, Monster of the Week has,
Some
wrap-up shit, right?
respect, Filbert.
It does, but usually we don't do it on stream, but we can tonight because we have the
Why not? We've got the
Oh,
time.
yeah.
We have time, yeah.
Yeah.
Okie dokie, folks. So in Monster of the Week, whenever you finish a mystery, which this one took us 2 weeks, which is fine because that's what we do with podcasts. You get to end the session with some questions that I get to ask and you get to answer, and we'll figure out if you all get to mark experience and if some of you get to level up.
Ooh,
So-
Silas is waiting for that doggy.
The first one is did you conclude the mystery, Jesus?
I think so for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we
we
found
got
out
out of
that
the
it's
hotel.
this
Yeah.
Jeffrey. Oh fuck! I don't have my notes open. Jeffrey King asshole or something like that.
Jeffrey
No.
Fuckhead. Lord Jeffrey Fuckhead.
Lord Jeff Fuckhead.
Lord Jeff Fuckhead. Yes.
Okay.
AKA the Spider.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's got 6 nicknames already, but yeah, he's apparently some pretty big ass deal, and I think that concludes this mystery.
Well, and we got out of there alive. That was the big goal for this one, I think.
I mean, even if we hadn't, that would have
died.
concluded the mystery. But
Yeah, it would have.
It would have kind of been redundant to count
little
experience
bit.
after that.
Did you save someone from certain death or worse?
Yeah.
Samantha, we did.
Yeah.
Although I did question whether or not it was a useful allocation
Well-
of time, but it turned out for the best, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Yep.
Yes.
Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yes, there's extremely
Yes,
powerful,
we-
horrible things in it.
Holy shit, yes.
I mean, yeah, we found out that Lord Jeffrey asshole is apparently, I don't know if we found that out. He claims that he's controlling all the monsters we beat so far.
Well, that's bloody news for me, so I should say yes.
But,
Yeah,
I mean,
that
he
one.
may be lying, but so that's kind of
That
up in the
guy's
air.
lying? What?
Yeah, Dragonbait lying? That can't happen.
I can't lie, remember?
Oh, that is true. I've played board games with her. She cannot
Apart from when you
She's-
speak.
Well, okay, but she's been the murderer like twice in the murder mysteries, and she's really good at covering it.
And every time we do that spy game, she pulls it off.
Because I don't lie during it.
Fair enough.
That's true.
But yes, we did
In
learn
any
something
case.
important.
This one is my favorite one. Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
All of us.
Yeah.
The hunters were the friends we made along the way.
There's a child in Filbert's past who passed away that he really does not want to talk about.
Yep.
My great grandfather had a friend named Piggy, which I will ask him about off camera because I'm very curious to hear stories. First off, how the hell did he get that nickname? We learned
I
something
can
about
answer
everyone.
this
Shadow
question.
had a
No,
dog.
no.
Shadow
that
has
is-
only ever loved and trusted a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is very on brand
That's
for
really
Shadow.
sad.
He doesn't trust humans, that's for damn sure.
Well,
It's
he
really,
has.
really sad.
So I will clear this up. Also, Mark, 2 experience, guys, because you guys,
DB,
Oh.
DB, you and I are going to have to talk.
I love it. Thank you.
I have not leveled up, but that is,
Okay. I
I'm
have-
one away.
Awesome. So I have Shadow. Did you level up, buddy?
Yeah, this time I did.
Okay, so the 4 of you and I will talk. Adam, eventually you'll get there, buddy.
I'm close. I'm close.
So I will say this. I asked all of you who was somebody that you loved and died. Shadow gave me a fucking dog. And I wanted to do more with that, but it was hard because I also have creatures that like to skitter across the ground.
I did want to ask before we close this out.
Yep.
Do we still have the things that we found in our rooms, or did they melt away as illusions? I would know that pretty quickly because I wrapped the necklace around my wrist as a bracelet.
I put on the hospital bracelet.
You still have them.
Yeah, so like my mental closing image on it is, Misty is driving toward IHOP or wherever getting breakfast.
Yep.
And she's hands at 10 and 2 and glances over at her wrist and just shivers.
Yep. Samantha has something as well, but we didn't get to that.
We never asked.
It's fine. There was a lot of shit happening because I threw you in for a spoop.
Well, I mean, we knew it was her father. We just don't know what the thing was.
Yes. So with that, some of you leveled up, some of you have not. We will talk. You can all hit me up on a DM. Some of you have my cell phone number, so if you want to text me, that works too. Let us wrap up. We'll tell everybody where they can find you. And then I figure we have a little time as just us group to talk about anything.
Okay.
So I will start with the Zoom call that I can see, and we will start with Tiana.
Why is it always me? Okay.
You're just to the right, man. I'm so sorry.
I think it's probably
I
because
mean,
you're
I'm
always the
always
first one in
right.
the Zoom call other than me, yeah.
Right.
That's probably accurate. Hi, I'm Tiana. I'm most commonly seen on Quests and Chaos, which is twitch.tv/questsandchaos or youtube.com/questschaos. We play Call of Cthulhu, we play Carbon 2185, we play board games, we play Dungeons and Dragons. Tomorrow on Saturday, we're going to be continuing our Call of Cthulhu adventure, Masks of Nyarlathotep. It'll be episode 50. And
Ooh.
shockingly for Call of Cthulhu, I'm still playing the same character I started with.
Oh, I'm proud of you.
I am so happy that my little assassin
That's
girl,
impressive.
has survived this long. I'm very happy. But yeah, I hang out over there most often, and then on Monday on Dungeons and Dreamers, I'm going to be running people through my Aarakocra monk's dream, whatever that may be.
exciting.
I have some ideas. I've been tossing them at Adam, he and Jeremy, and they think they're pretty interesting. So we shall see what comes of that.
Excited.
I'm very excited.
Me too. And that's me.
Okay, so I will move down to Garundu.
Oh.
Circling it up, guys.
Gerundu.
Down to
Garundu.
Gerundu.
Sorry, I will never get your name right.
It's fun.
Doesn't matter. There is no real right or wrong answer. Hello. I'll come back from a tangent somehow. I am Girundu. You can find me at Girundu for the benefit of those who aren't looking at the screen. That's spelled Girunduu. You can also find me on Dice Talk, co-hosted with the lovely Shadow, aka Jeremy, below me in the Zoom call. I don't know where he is in the
Right
Twitch
to your
layout.
left.
To my left in the Twitch layout. And you will probably be able to find me in hashtag Shitty Cowboys coming up in the near future. And also on Mondays for the next 5 weeks, you will see me in Dungeons and Dragons.
Awesome.
Also, right here on this Twitch channel, brother.
Hell yeah. Jeremy.
Hi, I'm Jeremy, and as Gerundu briefly mentioned, I am the other co-host of Dice Talk. You can find me at Dice Talk Show, and that's gonna be on Twitter, Instagram. I'm pretty active on Instagram, actually. I post all sorts of different stuff related to Dungeons and Dragons. I also have a Twitch channel, which is also Dice Talk, and I'm playing different video games. I'm streaming video games. I'm also involved in a lot of different tabletop role-playing streams and stuff like that. But yeah, go ahead and check out all those things.
All right, Danny.
I am Danny. You can find me all over the internet as Danielle Lenoir. I'm on Twitter and Instagram, and occasionally I stream on Twitch. You can also find my knitting patterns on Ravelry and on my website, thefandomknitter.com. And I have been working on a sock tonight, but there's not a whole lot done because, holy crap, I was a little bit stressed out. So
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I just, there comes a point where I can't knit while worrying about what the hell's going on. So
I get that.
I feel so bad. I'm sorry.
Normal
okay.
service to be resumed next week. Oh, well, next month.
Adam.
Dragonbait, why don't you go ahead and do yours
No.
first? I've got an ending in mind. Ooh. Yeah.
Ooh. An ending that's gonna
I just want to plug a raid we're gonna do after.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Then, yes, hello, I am Dragonbait. I am your keeper and your creeper. No. Anyway.
No, that's Silas you want.
I am your
I
creeper
say that's rather
keeper.
gimmick infringement.
I am your creeper keeper. I am the runner of Roll for Weird. You can also find me on the 20-Sided Adventures podcast, 20SA, on all of the social medias. You can also find me on Dungeons and Dreamers, where I play an elderly warlock by the name of Grandma Mabel Jean. And you can also find me at Nerd Asylum's Curse of Strahd campaign, Barovia Beckons. And this Thursday, we are at Gen Con. So we'll all be in cosplay, and we have no idea how long that one's going to run. So come check us out.
Excellent.
And Adam, back to you.
Yes,
Messing up my flow.
the main thing I want to plug is obviously the Majestic Goose Network. It is a new network for tabletop role-playing podcast, which obviously includes One Shot Onslaught, Halfway to Heroes, Roll for Weird, and Dice Talk. All of those are bundled up into it, and it's also kind of the... we're considering rebranding the Twitch stream also to the Majestic Goose Network to include all of our Twitch series, which we have mentioned Dungeons and Dreamers. Solo Rolling is on Thursdays. And then Shitty Cowboys will be starting up pretty soon. I know Gerundu and Sean Marston are both very excited to get that started. So we'll see when that starts up. And yeah, you can find me at Adam DeWeese on Twitter. I am the Dungeon Master for Halfway to Heroes and One Shot Onslaught, and obviously Philbert on this show. So yeah, go check out all 4 of the shows that are on the Majestic Goose network. Follow us on at Goose Majestic on Twitter and at Majestic Goose, I think, on Instagram. You can go to our website, www.majesticgoose.com. And there you will find information about all 4 of our shows. And tonight, we're going to end this with we're going to be raiding the Nerd Asylum. The Nerd Asylum is currently doing a charity stream for Extra Life. So
Hell yeah.
we're going to go ahead and kick off this to their stream. So if you're currently watching, you will get sent over to their channel. Make sure to let them know that either Roll for Weird sent you or the Majestic Goose sent you. And just enjoy their show. Also,
honk.
they're I'm sure.
Honk.
What was that? Yeah, just honk real loud.
Just honk. Yeah.
Just
They can
honk
hear
real
you.
loud when you get in there. But
Don't
yeah,
know what it means.
I'm obviously we haven't been watching because we've been doing this stream, but I'm sure it's been very entertaining.
Yeah,
They
God,
started
guys,
at
lay
9.
off.
So and Joe is the DM. I think he's the DM tonight. He's either a DM or a player. In either way, Joe's amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the raid. Let everybody know that we sent you. So bye everybody. Thanks for watching so much.
Bye.
Subscribe to the
Bye.
podcast feed and leave us a 5-star rating and review if you enjoy the content.
Or I'll bite you.
Or Silas will bite. He really will too.
Silas will bite you.
He's got a
You'll
lot of
take 4
airline.
harm. That's a lot of harm.
He's got so many airline miles that he can just fucking get around. So no matter where you are, you're not safe. Bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, end your recordings.
Yes, I did the raid command. I hope it worked. It's the first time I've ever done it.
Well, it looks like my thing didn't get fucked up, so yay.
Great, glad to hear it.
Me too.
So I think this
Save
would
it.
probably be
Haunted Hotel 2.
2. Yes.
Hotel.
Do you want an
Hell.
MP3 or one of them WAVs?
No, I want MP3 because WAV takes up too much shit.
Yeah, it's like really uncompressed.
Yeah, that's what makes it sound better.
Yeah, but it's like in
I
terms
know.
of like,
But it takes up
Logistics.
so much space in the drives.
it's like a bitmap versus a JPEG.
Yeah.
So wait, what are we saving them as?
MP3.
MP3. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Haunted Hotel 2.
2 later.
Yeah.